Give me the stream link.
Yeah, give me
Yeah.
one second.
Hold on,
I
I'll
gotta
make a
open
community
frickin'
post
Google
as
for
well
myself.
if you want me to.
By all means, I would love that. I
Okay.
want to actually have our audiences be literate for once, you know?
Yeah. Give me a second.
Control C. Grab the link. Boom. We're gonna
Thank you,
frickin'
thank you.
read today. Now I gotta let my server know that we're actually live.
Yep.
We are alive. Not just
Yippee.
live. But okay. Welcome in whoever joins. Good to see you. Where's the fucking chat thing? Oh, chat's behind that. Okay, hold on.
Yeah, I figured there'll be a little bit of delay.
There it is. I was wondering where chat was.
Ah, I see.
Sure should probably get some music going as well. Just because I don't want this to be so fucking boring. I know that I absolutely could have done this in, like, pre-stream. But, well, I am not a professional. And I will never claim myself to be.
Understandable, understandable.
Yeah. Boom. Alright, there we go. Hi! To whoever's watching this and whatever, what have you. Do you feel like that you need to increase your knowledge? Welcome to the stream that helps you do that, where we are going to be reading words. I know that it is very much a weak suit for probably most of you, but we are here to change that today. And joining me, I have fellow Project Moontubers. First of all, we have the big reader himself, Mr. Well Vader. Go ahead and say hi to the
Hello
audience.
there. Yeah, you might know me from my reading of Hognu's source material and also Ryosu's source material. I do quite a bit of reading, so I think it is rather apt that I'm here to, read a book. But yeah, glad to be here.
We are ever present in your and we are very thankful for the skills that you can provide to this. Also, considering the source material that we are reading today is Goethe's Faust, we have the official winner of the Faust Wars of 2023, Mr. Sue Newell.
Hey, what's up, everyone? Whenever it comes to reading, not my strong suit. If I ever check out the original source material of something before Sinners Can't, though, it sure as sugar ain't their book. It's a movie or like maybe a TV show, but like it's definitely just gonna be a movie.
I have to ask, what did you do in order to like celebrate your victory in the Faust Wars?
Honestly, I just kind of felt bad for Dino Dave with spending like 200 pulls, so I was like, shit, I don't even think I should celebrate. I was like in mourning for him.
Oh my god, yeah, that was Jesus Christ. That was back whenever like fucking we didn't know what IDs would become then.
Yeah.
By our knowledge, Pierre Yoshu was like the pinnacle of ID creation. They would never top this.
Yeah.
And then they did.
Yep, and now we have the entirety of the bow. So yeah.
Sigh.
Now we got fucking Rien's song just being broken as shit. Literally, the fucking what was it called again? What was the event? The Bongi event. That shit pulls up, and I'm like, you know what? I looked through the little statistics history of like, oh, how did my other friends clear this? Solo Yi song, Arian. Solo Yi song. Solo Yi song. I was like, okay.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm just gonna shard him and then ask chat how to use him, and then yeah, sure enough, another solo Rian song for the table.
He just makes things so much
Honestly, quite
easier,
incredible.
despite being the biggest faker. But you know what? We're not here to discuss that fake frickin' Yi Song sinner. We're here to discuss his wife, Faust, and her source material.
True, true.
I don't have
Precisely.
like any exposure to the story whatsoever. I have no fucking clue who any of the characters would be. I took like maybe a little bit of a peek at the script itself just to kind of to make sure that's like, okay, how long is this going to be? And all I know is like this is where Mephistophilis comes from.
Yeah, that is
It-
despite being the source material guy, I myself have never actually looked into Faust's original source material myself. I just know, and fun fact, apparently the source material for the Earl coding is made by the same person who wrote Faust's source material, so that's cool. But other than that, I know close to nothing about this as well, other than Mephistophilis. But yeah.
I wonder if this is where the term like Faustian bargains come from or some shit. I would have to
believe-
imagine, right?
I believe
I think
this
it is, yeah.
Yeah, so I actually, what was this YouTuber's name? It's like, she does like these different videos of like tropes that are overly simplified. What's the name? Oh, fuck. Oh, no, it's playing twice.
Ah.
Oh, no.
No.
No, the churning of the fire is gone. Okay,
I'll take your
Faustian
time.
Bargain. What was her channel's name? Overly
Oh yeah, watch out by
Sarcastic
the way.
Productions.
You're still streaming on Discord in case that's gonna cause any problems.
To my knowledge and viewing, it hasn't caused any yet.
Okay, that's good. That's
so it should be fine, and I'm pretty sure that's just because what I am streaming is literally just Adobe Acrobat.
Yeah.
I see.
Oh, so what was the name of the channel? I didn't catch it.
Overly Sarcastic Productions. They are really good at going into like different literary tropes and how they're used in different medias. I would honestly really recommend them if you are like trying to get into like literature type stuff, or if you're writing a campaign, anything like that.
All right.
I see.
But anyways, that's not what we came here today. We came here to read.
True.
So just for the rest of the chat, what we're gonna do is we're gonna try and read the whole like a scene, and try and then like have a little discussion with it afterwards. Just so that way like there's fairly little jumble, and we can also properly digest, because just from the way that I'm seeing this as well, this might also be like a Dante's Inferno situation where it kind of reads like a poem.
Yeah, so this is like incredibly ancient literature, and the standard for literature back in ye olden days was more so written like a stage play than actual literature we know nowadays. So yeah.
Alright then, I think I'll go ahead and get started.
Alright.
Let's see, The Tragical History of Dr. Faustus. From the Quarto of 1604. That is how fucking old this book is.
Jeez.
So Cho, not marching now in fields of Thrasmene, where Mars did mate the Carthaginians, nor sporting...
Oh, this stream is gonna be painful.
Oh yeah. All
Yeah,
the
from the
fucking
very
lingo-
first sentence, is like, oh dear
The
God.
very first two sentences, like, oh, I've never seen them fucking words before.
Hell no.
Just close it down now. We gotta restart.
It's a thing we all had to read in school. What school you go to, bro? I had to read Shakespeare.
Let's see. Nor sporting in the dalliance of love, in courts of kings where state is overturned, nor in the pomp of proud, audacious deeds intends our muse to vaunt her heavenly verse. Only this, gentlemen, we must perform the form of Faustus's fortunes, good or bad, and to patient judgments we appeal our plod, and speak for Faustus in his infancy. Now he is born, his parents base of stock, in Germany, within a town called Rhodes. Of riper years to Württemberg he went, whereas his kinsmen chiefly brought him up. So soon he profits in divinity, the fruitful plot of scholarism graced, that shortly he was graced with doctor's name, excelling all those whose sweet delight disputes in heavenly matters of theology, till swollen with cunning of self-conceit, his waxen wings did mount above his reach, and melting, heavens conspired his overthrow. before, falling to a devilish exercise, and glutted now with learning golden gifts. He surfeites upon cursed necromancy. Nothing so sweet as magic is to him, which he prefers before his chieftest bliss, and this the man that in his study sits.
Ooh.
Okay. So this is kind of like just describing his upbringing and like the background of Faust himself.
Yeah.
I will say, like, as soon as I saw like wax and wings, my Project Moon coded brain was like, Philip mentioned?
Yeah, no, fair enough.
I just hear his team mentally playing in my head.
Let's see. Act 1, Scene 1. How long is this one? This is probably fucking long as shit. Alright. Alright, I'll say...
Oh, yeah, it's a little long, yeah.
Alright,
I was wondering if you're going ahead to just see how long it is.
Yeah, so how about this? I'll stop at Enter Valdez and Cornelius. We'll take, like, a small break to just, like, reorganize.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And I suppose, you know, obviously take turns reading, because if
exactly.
one person is going to read, we're going to fucking destroy their throats.
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah, by the way, I hope that both of y'all, like, either have some water or tea next to you, because I needed that for reading through Distortion Detective.
You know, I only have a bit of water. I'm going to have to fill that up later.
Yeah, I have, like, a cup of like, lemonade next to me, as opposed to what I usually have for stream, which is a whole last fucking bottle of lemonade. Yeah, I have lemonade, so yeah.
That's gonna torture.
That seems rather counterintuitive. I don't... What's next? Fucking salt water after that?
Don't worry, it'll be fine. It'll be fine. Trust me.
All right. And whenever you do your reading, you're gonna sound like a freaking chain, like you're chain smoking, dude. I'm just worried for your safety.
Yes, I'll read the first line. It'll be like, settled, I studies Faustus and begin to sound the depths of thou wills, profess. And having me to find and shew, yet level at the end of every art. I don't know, should I continue?
No, I don't.
Not in that voice.
You gotta read after this, dude. Alright. Let's see. Act 1, Scene 1. Faustus discovered in his study. Settle thy studies, Faustus, and begin to sound the depth of that thou wilt profess. Having commenced, be a divine in shew, yet level at the end of every art, and live and die in Aristotle's works. Sweet analytics, 'tis thou hast ravished me. That's German, I think. Bene disser est finis logicis. Is to dispute well logic's chieftest end? Affords this art no greater miracle? Then read no more. Thou hast attained that end. A greater subject fitteth Faustus. Faustus wit. Bid economy farewell. Gallon come. Seeing ubi desinit philosophus ibi incipit medicus. Be a physician, Faustus, heap up gold, and be eternized for some wondrous cure. Summum borum medicina sanitas. The end of physic is our body's health. Why, Faustus, hast thou not attained that end? Is not thy common talk sound aphorisms? Are not thy bills hung up as monuments, whereby whole cities have escaped the plague, and thousand desperate maladies been eased? Yet art thou still but Faustus, and a man. Couldst thou make men to live eternally, or, being dead, raise them to life again? Then this profession were to be esteemed. Physique, farewell. Where is Justinian? Is this Spanish now? What the fuck?
I think it's Latin.
Okay, yeah.
I'm pretty sure it is Latin.
This has to be Latin, because, like, I'm seeing, like, multiple different types of, like, parts of language come into it. Si una edemic reslegatar duobus alterem alter valorum re, etc. A pretty case of paltry legacies. Yeah, Drake the Messenger. This is Latin. This is German. Sprich Dutch alter. Okay, thank you very much.
I have no clue what any of that meant, but thanks.
Neither
Yeah,
do
bro, I speak English.
Yeah.
That is all That
I
is all.
speak like a minor amount of Spanish. You know? Okay. I'm just gonna skip that line. Such is the subject of the Institute, and universal body of the law. This study fits a mercenary drudge, who aims at nothing but external trash, too servile and illiberal for me. When all is done, divinity is best. Jerome's Bible, Faustus. View it well. Stipendium peccati, mors est. Ha! Stipendium. The reward of sin is death. That's hard. Si peccasse negamus, fallimur et nulla est in nobis veritas. If we say that we have no sin, we deceive ourselves, and there is no truth in us. Why, then, be like we must sin, and so consequently die? Aye, we must die an everlasting death. What doctrine calls you this, Cicera Sarah? What will be, shall be, divinity adieu. These metaphysics of magicians and necromantic books are heavenly. Lines, circles, scenes, letters, and characters. Aye, these are those that Faustus most desires. Oh, what a world of profit and delight, of power, of honor, of omnipotence is promised to the studious artisan. All things that move between the quiet poles shall be my command. Emperors and kings are but obeyed in their several provinces. Nor can they raise the wind or rend the clouds. But his dominion that exceeds this stretcheth as far as doth the man of mind. A sound magician is a mighty god. Here, Faustus, tire thy brains to gain a deity. And then a character named Wagner enters. Wagner, commend me to my dearest friends, the German Valdez and Cornelius. Request them earnestly to visit me. And Wag says, I will, sir. Their conference will be a greater help to me than all my laborers. Plod I ne'er so fast. And then enters the good angel and the evil angel. O Faustus, lay that damned book aside, and gaze not on it, lest it tempt thy soul, and heap God's heavy wrath upon thy head. Read the scriptures. That is blasphemy. And the evil angel says, Go forward, Faustus, in that famous art wherein all nature's treasure is contained. Be thou on earth as Jove is in sky, lord and commander of these elements. How am I glutted with conceit of this? Shall I make spirits fetch me what I please, resolve me of all ambiguities, perform what desperate enterprise I will? I'll have them fly to India for gold, ransack the ocean for orient pearl, and search all corners of the new-found world for pleasant fruits and princely delicates. I'll have them read to me, have them read me strange philosophy, and tell the secrets of all foreign kings. I'll have them wall all Germany with brass, and make swift Rhine circle fair Württemberg. I'll have them fill the public schools with silk, wherewith the students shall be bravely clad. I'll levy soldiers with the coin they bring, and chase the Prince of Parma from our land, and reign sole king of all the provinces. Ye stranger engines for the brunt of war. Then was the fiery heel at Antwerp's bridge. I'll make my servile spirits to invent.
Ooh.
So I
actually
got, like, go ahead.
Nah, sorry. I was just gonna offhandedly mention. I actually know of Antwerp. That's like a Dutch city. So yeah.
Oh, so yeah, this might have been like, so yeah, this is probably like written around like the, like greater European area, not just localized to where it was in like, what, Germany?
Yeah, like it's how would you say it? Germany didn't really have defined borders back in ye olden days, as this book would probably call it. So yeah, it was more just a big conglomerate of a lot of small little duchies, provinces, kingdoms that generally fall under the Holy Roman Empire, as it was called back in the olden days. So yeah, a little bit of history for you, I guess.
Listen, this is what this is all about. This is all about learning.
Yeah, exactly.
As far as like what this chapter was kind of telling me is that Faust is just really wanting to get into the wants to play God. They want to have power. And they have gotten like the scripts of like whatever Necronomicon they've gotten in order to do that. And the angels, obviously, they're like, don't read it because it's fucking evil and you're gonna go to hell. And the evil angel is like, do it. Read the scriptures.
You know, all I'm saying is I think it's the saying never make Faustian bargains. I think that's pretty common knowledge. Kind of stupid that Faust doesn't know that, considering that's her name. You know, I think that's kind of a skill issue on their part.
Yeah, I wonder.
I'm thinking this ain't going the best for them.
Why doesn't
from?
Yeah, I don't.
Why doesn't the protagonist just read her own book? Are they stupid?
Yeah, that's what I'd be saying.
What away.
Also, one of the commenters puts it quite aptly. Germany didn't exist, it was kind of split into 1,000 spheres of influence. Yeah, basically. If you really want to condense it down to the most basic summary of it, that is basically it, yeah.
Yeah, I think I do, like, my little remembrance of world history is kind of coming back to me and like, remembering, yeah, Germany had, like, thousands, well, before Germany was Germany, there was, like, literally tens of thousands of provinces.
Yeah. Like, unfortunately, to my great dismay, I know this history because I used to play Europa Universalis 4, so yeah, that's where I get my knowledge from, which is not a very good source of knowledge I will add.
Hey,
but I know a little bit.
Is source.
I mean, hey, at least it's something.
Source, I played it in my Hoi 4 campaign once.
Alright, I'll go from right to left. So, Vader, where would you like to read to next?
I don't know, let me scroll down. So we're on page 14 now. I guess I could also take 4 pages? We could go until, if you scroll down to page 17, there's like scene 2. That feels like a good place to like end my little bit at. And then we go back.
I like it.
It seems like a good cliffhanger.
Yeah.
Alright, sounds good.
Alrighty. Give me a second. Where were we? Enter Faustus and Cornelius. Come, German Faustus and Cornelius, and make me blessed with your sage confidence. Faustus, scene 1. Faustus, sweet Faustus and Cornelius, know that your words have won me at last, to practice magic and concealed arts, yet not your words only, but mine own fantasy. That will receive no object, for my head but ruminates on necromantic skill. Philosophy is odious and obscure, both law and physics are for petty wits. Divinity is beset on a tree, unpleasant, harsh, and contemptible, and vile. 'Tis magic that hath ravished me, then gentle friends aid me in this attempt, and I have, with concise syllogism, gravelled the pastors of German Church, and made the flowering pride of Württemberg. Swarm to my problems as the infernal spirits on sweet mausoleums when he came to hell, will be as cunning as Agrippa was, whose shadow made all Europe honor him. Faustus, these books, thy wit and our experience, shall make all nations to canonize us. As Indian Moors obey their Spanish lords, so shall the spirits of every element be always serviceable to us three. Like lions they shall guard us when we please, like Almain rotters with their horses' staves, or Lapland giants trotting by our sides. Sometimes, like women or unwedded maids, showering more beauty in their airy brows than have the white breast of the Queen of Love. From Venice shall they drag huge... Shall they drag huge argosies, and from America the golden fleece that yearly stuffs old Philip's treasury. If lured, Faustus will be resolute. Faustus, as resolute as I am in this, as thou to live, therefore object it not. The miracles that magic will perform will make thee vow to study nothing else. He that is grounded in astrology, enriched with tongues, well seen in minerals, had all the principles magic doth require, then doubt not Faustus, but to be renowned and more frequented for this mystery. Then therefore the Delphian oracle, the spirits tell me they can divide the seas and fetch the treasures of all foreign wrecks. Aye, all the wealth that our forefathers hid within the massy entrails of the earth. Then tell me, Faustus, what shall we three want? Nothing, Cornelius. Oh, this cheers my soul. Come, show me some demonstrations magical, that I may conjure in some lusty grove, and have these joys in full possession. Then haste thee in some solitary grove. A bear wise bacon on Albertus's works, the Hebrew Psalter and the New Testament, and whatsoever else is requisite. We will inform thee ere our conference cease. Faustus, first let him know the work of art, then, all other ceremonies learned. Faustus may try his cunning by himself. First I'll instruct thee in the rudiments, and then wilt thou be perfecter than I. Then come and dine with me, and after meat, we'll canvass every quiddity thereof. For ere I sleep, I'll try what I can do. This night I'll conjure, though I die therefore. And scene 2.
Goddamn.
So this is obviously like the sort of introductionary of like how Faust even got to the point to where they are now, but it's setting up some interesting premises, I guess.
Yeah, so like Cornelius and Valdez are obviously like already learned in the quote unquote magic of the world, and they're like telling all of like, because there's also like the reference to the Oracle of Delphi, which you can tell like exactly how dated this book is, because holy shit, that's like a Greek mythology.
Yeah. Fucking. Also, another thing with this book, offhanded like thing that I just want to say. Of course, this book is from like the ye olden times, where let's just say the differences between people were not as accepted. So I felt a little uncomfortable reading some of that out.
I know,
Yeah.
I can kind of tell. Like
Oh, as I'm reading this book, I'm like, oh, they're about to drop some racist shit midway through. Like that's just how it is reading old books. You just be reading that shit, but oh damn, you can't say that now.
Yes, me would have to read out loud to the entire class to kill a mockingbird.
Oh,
It's quite infamous for one particular line in there.
yeah,
that one I've
line
thankfully never read because I'm not American. But yeah.
No, that one. Wait, hold on. Okay, I can understand soon. I can understand like Wellvader, like you might not having to read it in school, but like I can. Oh yeah, that's right. No, you're Canadian. I forgot about that.
Yeah. I mean, we just mainly read like Macbeth and shit, like for what we had to do.
Yeah, we had to read Beowulf, so I'm kind of in the same boat.
Yeah.
But yeah, also I'd like to point out one chatter, fucking Drake the Messenger saying he did actually study magic and esoteric arts, which basically just means medieval science. Which yeah, like the kind of shit that you'd see like in fucking Dr. Stone, like the original like season 1 of Dr. Stone. That's what they're doing.
Yeah.
Yeah, basically.
Alright, moving on to the next, to Scene 2. Sunul, where would you like... honestly, Scene 2 is fairly short. Scene 3 in Act 1 only goes down to page 19.
Yeah, I think I could read a bit more of Scene 3, probably to, enter Mephistophilis. I think probably to there. Probably to enter Mephistophilis, like a Franciscan friar. I'm about to stumble. People already get on my ass for the way I be pronouncing the names and words in Limbus, like Wheatus and shit, and Mersalt.
Yeah.
This is gonna be bad. You're gonna want to hang me when this stream's over.
Man, I was gonna say, like, holy shit, we enter Mephistophilis already? Isn't that supposed to be a bit later, you know?
Yeah,
listen,
I mean...
It's Canto 0, you know?
Yeah, bro's getting eager, yeah.
Yeah, where's, like, the tutorial fight?
Alright.
But anyway, enough, like, goofafing, so to say. Go ahead.
Alright. If I mispronounce anything, my throat is sore. It's not because I mispronounce words on the regular, so,
I will make sure to give you so much shit for it, Sudol. Don't worry about it. Nah, just kidding.
Alright, Scene 2. Enter 2 scholars. Oh, that's kind of fitting. First, Shoal. I wonder what's become of Faustus, that was wont to make our schools ring with sic probo. Second scholar. That shall we know, for see, here comes his boy. Enter Wagner. First scholar. Hey now, or how now, Sirrah, where's thy master? God in heaven knows. Why dost thou not know? Yes, I know, but that follows not. First scholar says, go to Sira, leave your jesting and tell us where he is. That follows not necessary by force of argument, that you, being licentious, should stand upon it. Therefore, acknowledge your error and be attentive. Second scholar, why didst thou not say thou knewest? Have you any witness on't? Yes, Sirrah, I heard you. Wagner replies, ask my fellow if I be a thief. Well, will you not tell us? Yes, sir, I will tell you. Yet, if you were not dunces, you would never ask me such a question. For is not he corpus naturate, and is not that mobile? Then wherefore should you ask me such a question? But that I am by nature phlegmatic, slow to wrath, and prone to lechery, to love, I would say. It were not for you to come within 40 foot of the place of execution, although I do not doubt but to see you both hanged the next sessions. Thus, having triumphed over you, I will set my countenance, like a Praesian, and begin to speak thus. Truly, my dear brethren, my master is within at dinner, with Valdez and Cornelius, as this wine, if it could speak, would inform your worships. And so, the Lord bless you, preserve you, and keep you, my dear brethren, my dear brethren. Jesus Christ, motherfucker's talking mad shit.
Yeah, that's what I was
Yeah.
thinking. He gaslit the shit out of him too.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Nay then, I fear he has fallen into that damned art for which they are too infamous through the world. Second scholar replies, were he a stranger and not allied to me, yet should I grieve for him. But, come, let us go and inform the rector and see if he, by his grave counsel, can reclaim him. First scholar replies, oh, but I fear me nothing can reclaim him. Yet, let us try what we can do. Exeunt. Scene 3. Enter Faust to conjure. Faust says, now that the gloomy shadow of the earth, longing to view Orion's drizzling look, leaps from thy Antarctic onto a world onto the sky, and dims thee welkin with her pitchy breath, Faustus, begin thine incantations, and try if devils will obey thy hest. Seeing thou hast prayed and sacrificed to them, within this circle is Jehovah's name, forward and backwards, anagrammats. The abbreviated names of holy saints, figures of every adjunct to the heavens, and characters of signs and erring stars, by which these spirits are enforced to rise, then fear not, Faustus, but be resolute, and try the uttermost magic can perform. Yeah, I mean...
Miska, Muska, Mickey Mouse.
I don't know a damn word of what he's saying. He's casting a spell and then says Mephistophilis at the end. So therefore, enter Mephistophilis. I charge thee to return and change thy shape. Thou art too ugly to attend. Oh my God. Go and return an old Francian friar. That holy shape becomes a devil best. Exit Mephistophilis. I see this virtue in my heavenly words. Who would not be proficient in this art? How pliant is this Mephistophilis, full of obedience and humility, such is the force of magic in my spells. Now, Faustus, thou art conjure laureate, that canst command great Mephistophilis. Quin regis Mephistophilis fratris imagine. Enter Mephistophilis like a Francian friar. Motherfucker literally just came in and went, damn, you ugly as shit. Now, bitch, go back. Nah. Holy shit, I don't know. The bit I had to read, they were just talking mad shit the entire time.
This feels like it's read.
Yeah, go ahead.
I hate to say it, this feels like it's reached like a medieval Family Guy bit.
Oh my god.
This is the origin of all literature. I just want to make that known. Like, shit.
I just imagine the whole ass bus entering the scene. Yeah, and I imagine the whole ass bus turning the fuck around and getting a paint job. Like, goddamn.
Oh my god, I'm just thinking of like that what SpongeBob bit where he's like taking care of Squidward and he's like, and why aren't you in uniform? Oh my god. So he's obviously summoned, yeah, he summoned the demon of Mephistophilis. Shit, this is probably where the Faustian bargain is gonna happen, you know?
Yeah,
Yo,
I
Faust and
imagine
Bargain was
so.
to get some better fucking drip. Holy shit.
Go to the
You know,
Faustian fucking bargain bin. How about that?
I do like to. I do very much so like the bit of just mentally imagining this, but with just the Limbus cast instead. Just the fucking bus showing up. I think that's hilarious as a bit.
Yeah.
Yeah. Alright, let's see. Meph says, "Now, Faustus, what wouldst thou have me do? I charge thee, wait upon me whilst I live, to do whatever Faustus shall command, be it to make the moon drop from her sphere, or the ocean to overwhelm the world." Meph says that I am a great servant to Lucifer, and may not follow thee without his leave. No more than he commands must we perform. Did he not charge thee to appear to me? No, I come hither of mine own accord. Did not my conjuring speeches raise thee? Meph says that was the cause, but yet, per accidents. He did this on accident, oh my god. For when we hear one rack the name of God, abjure the scriptures and his Savior Christ, we fly in hope to get his glorious soul. Nor will we come unless he uses such a means, whereby he is in danger to be damned. Therefore, the shortest cut for conjuring is stoutly to abjure the Trinity, and pray devoutly to the Prince of Hell. So, Faustus hath already done, and holds this principle. There is no chief but only Beelzebub. To whom Faustus doth dedicate himself, this word damnation terrifies not him, for he confounds hell in Elysium. His ghost be with the old philosophers, but leaving these vain trifles of men's souls, tell me, what is that Lucifer thy lord? Arch-regent and commander of all spirits. Was not that Lucifer an angel once? Yes, Faustus, and most dearly loved of God. How comes it, then, that he is prince of devils? Oh, by aspiring pride and insolence, for which God threw him from the face of heaven. And what are you that live with Lucifer? Unhappy spirits that fell with Lucifer, conspired against our God with Lucifer, and are forever damned with Lucifer. Where are you damned? In hell. How comes it, then, that thou art out of hell? Why, this is hell, nor am I out of it. Think'st thou that I, who saw the face of God, and tasted the eternal joys of heaven, am not tormented with 10,000 hells, in being deprived of everlasting bliss? O Faustus, leave these frivolous demands, which strike a terror to my fainting soul. What, is great Mephistophilis so passionate for being deprived of the joys of heaven? Learn thou of Faustus' manly fortitude, and scorn those joys thou never shalt possess. Go bear these tidings to great Lucifer, seeing Faustus hath incurred eternal death by desperate thoughts against Jove's deity. Say he surrenders up to him his soul, so he will spare him 24 years, letting him live in all voluptuousness, having thee ever to attend on me, to give me whatsoever I shall ask, to tell me whatsoever I demand, to slay mine enemies and aid my friends, and always be obedient to my will. Go and return to mighty Lucifer, and meet me in my study at midnight, and then resolve me of thy master's mind. I will, Faustus. And he exits. Had I as many souls as there be stars, I'd give them all for Mephistophilis. By him I'll be great emperor of the world, and make a bridge through the moving air, to pass the ocean with a band of men. I'll join the hills that bind the Afric shore, and make that country continent to Spain, and both contributory to my crown. The emperor shalt not live but by my leave, nor any potentate of Germany. Now that I have obtained what I desire, I'll live in speculation of this art, till Mephistophilis return again.
This might be a good ending point for the next reader, but this is interesting.
It almost seems like, I don't know if this is like a Faustian, like, is this like the bargain part of it? It wasn't necessarily clear to me.
I don't think this is the bargain part of it, but this is setting up for the actual Faustian bargain meetings.
Yeah. I mean, when somebody's bringing up in chat, this just kind of just seemed like a prideful moment, going like, "Damn, I'm kind of the shit." Like, I summoned this motherfucker, made them get better drip, made them come back, made them like explain themselves to me, and I'm gonna be king of the world. So I really think this is just pride.
Yeah. It really does showcase why like Faust is such a prideful character, but also I love that the whole reason Mephistophilis was summoned in the first place was by complete accident. Actually, he didn't even come of his like own volition.
Because like from what it seemed like, this is like some like what he was reciting is kind of like what God would be reciting in their minds. And they're kind of just like, hey, anybody that says this has to be God. So if anything, this is kind of Mephistophilis' fault.
Yeah, like that's the impression I got. Like, oh yeah, the devils of hell, like how it say, seek to confront God, and so the quickest one to answer just like entered, and that happened to be Mephistophilis. Or well, I guess Mephistophilis was also like directly called, so that might be also why. But I don't know. I'm not a like particularly big what you would call it, expert in demonology, let's just say.
Yeah.
Somebody in chat said, "No, bro thinks he's him. No wonder Faust's base ego is pride."
Yeah, I saw that as well.
It all
yeah,
makes
should
sense
I
now.
continue reading on?
Sure thing.
You're right. I think I'll just read until like a good stopping point that I see later.
Sounds good.
Yeah. Scene 4. Enter Walker and the clowns. Sirrah, boy, come hither. The clown speaks up and says, "How, boy, sworn boy? I hope you have seen many boys with such big endeavours as I have, boy, quota. Tell me, Sirrah, hast thou any comings in here? And goings out, too, you may see else. Alas, poor slave, I see how poverty jesteth in his nakedness. The villain is bare and out of service, and so hungry that I know he will give his soul to the devil for a shoulder of mutton, though it were blood raw. How, my soul to the devil for a shoulder of mutton, though it were blood raw? Not so, good friend. By your lady, I had need have it well roasted, and good sauce to it, if I pay so dear. Well, wilt thou serve me, and I'll make thee go like Qui miri de syphilis. How in verse? No, Sirrah, in beaten silk and staves acre. Take these guilders. What the? Gridirons?
Yeah.
Yeah, how do you pronounce that?
I think
Gridirons? Gridirons.
Gridirons, yeah. Yeah, Gridirons sounds right.
Gridirons, that's also good.
Yeah.
Oh, Gridirons! What be they? Why, French crowns. Mass, but the name of French crowns. A man were as good have as many English counters. And what should I do with these? Why now, Sirrah, thou art an hour's warning, whensoever, wheresoever the devil shall fetch thee. No, here, take your gridirons again. Well, truly, I'll none of them. Truly, but you shall. Bear witness, I gave them him. Bear witness, I give them to you again. Well, I will cause two devils presently to fetch thee away. Baliol a Belcher. Let your Baliol a Belcher come here then, and I'll knock them. They were never so knocked since they were devils. Say I should.
Damn.
This is making me really interpret into it. I'm pretty sorry to break character here.
It's fine. It's fine. I'm kind of seeing him as just like almost like a Scrappy-Doo-esque character, the clown. It's like, oh, I'll knock them since they never so knocked out, it never did knocked, you know?
The internet is ruined to me. Anyway.
Yeah, no, I was like, oh, they're gripping their sheets, huh? Damn. I was like, all right.
Anyway. Say I should kill one of them. What would folks say? Do you see yonder dull fellow in the round slot? God damn it. In the round slot. Just killed the devil. I hate myself. Okay, focus. So I shall be called Kill Devil all the parish over. Enter two devils and the clown runs up and down crying. Wagner, Baliol, Belcher, spirits away. Exhumed devils. I guess they exited. What? Are they gone? A vengeance on them. They have vile long nails. There was a he-devil and a she-devil. I'll tell you how many shall know them. All he-devils has horns and all she-devils has cloven feet. Well, Sarah, follow me. But do you hear? If I should serve you, would you teach me to raise up Badios and Belchios? And will teach thee to turn thyself to anything, to a dog or a cat or a mouse or a rat, or anything. How a Christian fellow to a dog or a cat, a mouse or a rat? No, sir. If you turn me into anything, let it be the likeness of a little pretty frisking... What? A little pretty frisking flea, that I may be here, there, and everywhere. I'll take all the pretty wenches. I'll be amongst them, I faint. Well, sirrah? Sirrah, come. But do you hear, Wagner? How? Baliosa Belcher. Oh, Lord, I pray, sir, let the Balio Belcher go sleep. Villain, call me Master Wagner, and let thy left eye be diametrically fixed upon my right heel, with quasi... Hold on. Quasi vestiges nostris isere. God forgive me, he speaks Dutch Faustian. Well, I follow him, I'll serve him. That's flat. Should I continue?
I'd say that's probably...
I mean, if you feel like it, but that is like a good chunk, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, if it's a good chunk, then yeah, I'll end it here for me.
Yeah, so from what I see, like, the devils, I think that these are, from, like, the other names that I know of, Belial and Balaam? I might be wrong about that.
Dude, I only know the devil names that appeared in Persona, man. I do feel like I've heard of Belial before.
Well, I only know Belial because of the Binding of Isaac, so yeah.
I think
that's probably where I heard it from. That would make sense.
I only know of Belial and Balaam because of Amanda the Adventurer.
Incredible. I'm really sorry for breaking characters so heavily, by the way. I just couldn't, with one whammy after another.
Pretty funny, I mean.
This shit's funny. I'm gonna be honest, like, it's some of the funniest things I've read in, like, a while.
Yo, they were cooking with, like, 16th century literature, or wherever this is from.
Yo, when the author, when Goethe was making this, bro did not know how it was gonna fucking evolve for 20th century brain rot. Or 21st century brain rot.
They need to patch it. They need to patch it, dude. Yeah,
bro did not... Bro typed in knocked all innocently like that. Bro did not know. Nobody told him. Alright, let's read this. Faustus discovered in his study. Faust. Now, Faustus, must thou needs be damned, and canst thou not be saved? What boosts it, then, to think of God or heaven? Away with such vain fancies and despair. Despair in God and trust in Beelzebub. Now, go not backward. No, Faustus, be resolute. Why waverest thou? Oh, something soundeth in mine ears. Abjure this magic, turn to God again. Aye, and Faustus will turn to God again. To God? He loves me not. The God thou servest is thine own appetite, wherein is fixed the love of Beelzebub. To him I'll build an altar and a church, and offer lukewarm blood of newborn babies. Enter good angel and evil angel. Good angel. Sweet Faustus, leave that execrable art. Faust replies, contrition, prayer, repentance, what of them? Oh, they are means to bring thee unto heaven. Evil angel says, rather illusions, fruits of lunacy, lunacy, that make men foolish that do trust them most. Sweet Faustus, think of heaven and heavenly things. No, Faustus, think of honor and of wealth. Excellent angels, of wealth. Why, the signory of Emden shall be mine, when Mephistophilis shall stand by me. What god can hurt thee, Faustus? Thou art safe, cast no more doubts. Come, Mephistophilis, and bring glad tidings from great Lucifer. Is it not midnight? Come, Mephistophilis. Veni, Mephistophile. Don't say Mephistophile, bro. Enter Mephistophilis. They gotta change that one in the new version.
Yeah,
Oh my
they
God.
really need to add a patch note to this, man.
Oh,
Now,
oh my God.
tell me what saith Lucifer, thy lord, that I shall wait on Faustus whilst he lives, so he will buy my service with his soul. Already Faustus hath haphazard that or thee, but, Faustus, thou must bequeath it solemnly, and write a deed of gift with thine own blood, for that securely craves great Lucifer. If thou deny it, I will be back to hell. Faust replies, Stay, Mephistophilis, and tell me, what good will my soul do thy lord? Enlarge his kingdom. Is that the reason why he tempts us thus? Salamen miseris socios habuis doloris. Why, have you any pain that torture others? As great as have the human souls of men. But tell me, Faustus, shall I have thy soul? And I will be thy slave and wait on thee, and give thee more than thou hast wit to ask. Aye, Mephistophilis, I give it thee. Then, Faustus, stab thine arm courageously, and bind that soul that, at some certain day, great Lucifer may claim it as his own, and then be thou as great as Lucifer. Faust, stabbing his arm, Lo, Mephistophilis, for love of thee, I cut mine arm, and with my proper blood assure my soul to be great Lucifer's, chief lord and regent of perpetual night. View here the blood that trickles from mine arm, and let it be propitious for my wish. Meth. But, Faustus, thou must write it in manner of a deed of gift. Faust. Aye, so I will. Writes, but, Mephistophilis, my blood congeals, and I could write no more. I'll fetch thee fire to dissolve it straight. What might the staying of my blood portend? Is it unwilling I should write this bill? Why streams it not, that I may write afresh? Faustus gives to thee his soul. Ah, there, it stayed. Why shouldst thou not? Is not thy soul thine own? Then, write again. Faustus gives to thee his soul. Should I continue? Okay, it looks like it still goes a bit more. Y'all want me to continue, or does somebody else want to pull it?
It seems like a good chunk already.
Yeah, I'll start. I'll restart from here.
Alright.
Mephistopheles re-enters with a shafer of coals. Here's fire. Come, Faustus. Set it on. So, now the blood begins to clear again. Now will I make an end immediately. Oh, what will I not do to obtain his soul? Consummatum est. The bill is entered, and Faustus hath bequeathed his soul to Lucifer. But what is this inscription on mine arm? Homo fugiet. Whither should I fly? If unto God he'll throw me down into hell. My senses are deceived. There's nothing writ. I see it plain. Here in this place is writ. Homo fugi. Oh wait, no, that's like a little guy. It's like his little servant guy. Yet shall
Oh, that
Faustus
might be the
fly.
homunculus.
Yeah, that's like the little homunculus.
Okay.
The little guy.
I'll fetch him somewhat to delight his mind. Re-enter Mephistopheles with devils who give crowns and rich apparel to Faustus, dance, and then depart. Oh, okay, he just signed and got glazed.
Yeah.
Speak, Mephistopheles. What means this show? Nothing, Faustus, but to delight thy mind withal, and to shew thee what magic can perform. But may I raise up spirits when I please? I, Faustus, and do greater things than these. Then there's enough for 1,000 souls. Here, Mephistopheles, receive this scroll, a deed of gift of body and of soul, but yet conditionally that thou perform. All articles prescribed between us both. Faustus, I swear by hell and Lucifer to effect all promises between us made. Faust, then hear me read from them. On these conditions following, first, that Faustus may be a spirit in form and substance. Secondly, that Mephistopheles shall be his servant and at his command. Thirdly, that Mephistopheles shall do for him and bring him whatsoever he desires. Fourthly, that he shall be in his chamber or house invisible. Lastly, that he shall appear to the said John Faustus at all times in what form or shape soever he please. I, John Faustus of Württemberg, doctor, by these presents, do give both body and soul to Lucifer, Prince of the East, and his minister Mephistophilis, and furthermore grant unto them that, 24 years being expired, the articles above written inviolate full power to fetch or carry the said John Faustus body and soul, flesh, blood, or goods into their habitation whatsoever. By me, John Faustus. Meth picks it back up and says, Speak, Faustus. Do you deliver this as your deed? I take it, and the devil give thee good on it. Now, Faustus, ask what thou wilt. First I will question with thee about hell. Tell me, where is the place that men call hell? Under the heavens. Aye, but whereabouts? Within the bowels of these elements, where we are tortured and remain forever. Hell hath no limits, nor is circumscribed in one self-place. For where we are is hell, and where hell is, we must we ever be. And to conclude, when all the world dissolves, and every creature shall be purified, all places shall be hell that are not heaven. Come, I think hell's a fable. I think so still, till experience change thy mind. Why thinkest thou, then, that Faustus shall be damned? I of necessity. Well, here's the scroll, wherein thou hast given thy soul to Lucifer. I and body too, but what of that? Thinkest thou that, Faustus, is so fond to imagine, that after this life there is any pain? Hush, these are trifles and mere old wives' tales. But, Faustus, I am an instance to prove the contrary, for I am damned, and am now in hell. How now in hell? Nay, and this be hell, I'll willingly be damned here. What, walking, disputing, etc. But leaving off this, let me have a wife, the fairest maid in Germany, for I am a wanton and lascivious, and cannot live without a wife. How a wife? I prithee, Faustus, talk not of a wife. Nay, sweet Mephistophilis, fetch me one, for I will have one. Well, thou wilt have one? Sit there till I come. I'll fetch thee a wife in the devil's name. How much longer we got on this one? I could probably read the next few pages.
Oh, I see.
Alright. Re-enter Mephistopheles with a devil dressed like a woman.
Yeah, I saw that line, I was waiting.
Tell me, Faustus, how dost like thy wife? A plague on her. Tut, Faustus, marriage is but a ceremonial toy. If thou lovest me, think no more of it. She whom thine eye shall like, thy heart shall have, be she as chastise was Penelope, as wise as Saba, or as beautiful as was bright Lucifer before his fall. Hold, take this book, peruse it thoroughly. The iterating of these lines brings gold. The framing of this circle on the ground brings whirlwinds, tempests, thunder, and lightning. Pronounce this thrice devoutly to thyself, and men in armor shall appear to thee, ready to execute what thou desirest. Thanks, Mephistopheles. Yet, fain would I have a book wherein I might behold all spells and incantations, that I might raise up spirits when I please. Here they are in this book. Now would I have a book where I might see all characters and planets of the heavens, that I might know their motions and dispositions. Here they are too. Nay, let me have one book more, and then I have done, wherein I might see all plants, herbs, and trees that grow upon the earth. Here they be. Oh, thou art deceived. Tut, I warrant thee. Okay, so
This seems like a good ending point.
This is the bargain itself. He has signed the deal in blood.
Yeah.
And then just went like, nah, hell ain't no shit. I can handle it. like no.
Yeah, basically.
You dumb mother. You have a devil in front of you going like, hell's real. That shit sucks. We get tortured forever. And he's like, yeah, but 24 years of good shit, that's kind of nice, right? Like, no.
Yeah, You know, this is something I really love about, like, ancient literature, where they will have the most, like, obscene and insane scenario ever play out, and the characters are, like, kind of low-key okay with it. The same stuff, like, kind of happens in Moby Dick, honestly, where you will have just insane stuff happening, and the characters will be, like, completely fine with it. Also, offhand mention, I can't believe Faustus' name is John Faustus. You know, I think they really need to patch this book.
Yeah, definitely could use a bit of an update.
Yeah.
Like the patch notes for like our freaking young and impressionable minds are freaking hilarious. Like the fact that like the devil leaves and comes back with just essentially like a devil inside of a dress, and it's just like, ah?
Wait, with fireworks too, though.
Like, there's just so much weird stuff that just happens in books like this. Anyway, shall I continue on, or do we have anything to say about the previous scene?
I think that's all I got for it.
Alrighty. Scene 2. Enter Faustus and Mephistophilis. When I behold the heavens, then I repent, and curse thee, wicked Mephistophilis, because thou had deprived me of those joys. Why, Faustus, thinkest thou heaven is such a glorious thing, if I tell thee 'tis not half so fair as thou, or any man that bred on earth? How provest thou that? 'Twas made for a man, therefore is a man more excellent. If it were made for man, 'twas made for me. I will announce this magic, and repent. Enter good angel and evil angel. Faustus, repent, yet God will pity thee. Thou art a spirit, God cannot pity thee. Who buzzeth in my ears? I am a spirit. Be I devil, yet God may pity me. Ay, God will pity me, if I repent. Ay, but Faustus shall never repent. The angels leave. My heart's so hardened I cannot repent. Scarce can I name salvation, fate, or heaven, but fearful echoes thunder in my ears. Faustus, thou art damned! Then swords and knives, poison, guns, halters, and venomed steel are laid before me to dispatch myself. And long ere this I should have slain myself, had not sweet pleasure conquered deep despair. Have I not made blind Homer sing to me of Alexander's love, and Acandon's death? And had not be that built the walls of Thebes, with ravishing sounds of this melodious harp, made music with my Mephistophilis? Why should I die, then, or basely despair? I am resolved. Faustus shall never repent. Come, Mephistophilis, let us dispute again, and argue of divine astrology. Tell me, are there many heavens above the moon? Are all celestial bodies but one globe, as in the substance of this centric earth? As are the elements, such are the spheres, mutually folded into each other's orbs. And, Faustus, all jointly move upon axle 3, whose turbine is termed the world's white pole, nor the names of Saturn, Mars, or Jupiter feigned but are erring stars. But, tell me, have they all one motion, both situ et tempore? All jointly move from east to west in 24 hours upon the poles of the world, but differ in their motion upon the poles of the zodiac. Thus, these slender trifles Wagner can decide, had Mephistophilis no greater skill, who knows not the double motion of the planets. The first is finished in a natural day, the second thus, as Saturn is 30 years, Jupiter is 12, Mars is 4, the Sun, Venus, and Mercury in a year. The Moon is 28 days. Thus, these are the freshman superpositions. But tell me, had every sphere dominion or intelligia? Ay. How many heavens or spheres are there? 9. The 7 planets, firmament, and the imperial heaven. Well, resolve me in this question. Why have we not conjunctions, oppositions, aspects, eclipses, all at one time, but in some years we have more, in some less? I am not reading that, I think. Something in Latin. Per insequalum motum respectu titius. I think it is, but that is just me pronouncing it very fancy and hoping it all lines up.
Yeah.
Well, I am answered. Tell me, who made the world? I will not. Sweet Mephistophilis, tell me. Move me not, for I will not tell thee. Villain, have I not bound thee to tell me anything? That is not anything our kingdom, but this is. Think thou on hell, Faustus. For thou art damned. Faustus. Think, Faustus, upon God that made the world. Remember this. Mephistopheles exits. Go, accursed spirit, to ugly hell. This thou hast damned distressed Faustus' soul. It's not too late. The good angel and the evil angel reappear. Too late. Never too late, if Faustus can repent. If thou art repent, devil shall tear thee in pieces. Repent, and I shall never raise thy skin. The angels leave. Ah, Christ my Saviour, seek to save distressed Faust's soul. Lucifer, Beelzebub, and Mephistopheles enter the scene. Christ cannot save thy soul, for he is just. There's none but I have interest in the same. Oh, who art thou that lookest so terrible? I am Lucifer, and this is my companion prince in hell. Oh, Faustus, they are come to fetch away thy soul. We come to thee to tell thou... We come to thee to tell thou dost injure us. Thou talkest of Christ, contrary to thy promise. Thou shouldst not think of God. Think of the devil, and of his damn too. Nor will I henceforth, pardon me in this. Faustus vows never to look to heaven, never to name God or to pray to him, to burn his scriptures, slay his ministers, and make my spirits pull his churches down. Do so, and we will highly gratify thee. Faustus, we are come from hell, so shew thee some pastime. Sit down, and thou shalt see all 7 deadly sins appear their proper shapes. That sight will be as pleasing unto me as paradise was to Adam, the first day of his creation. Talk not of paradise nor creation, but mark this show. Talk of the devil and nothing else. Come away. Is this a good stopping point, or should I continue?
Yeah.
I think so, yeah.
Like, okay, so Faust is essentially like he's regretting it. Like he's having like choice regret. He's like, oh
Bro,
God, I just signed my soul away to the devil. And it's like, God save me.
Thought the regret would take longer. This motherfucker was like, I make the deal. Next chapter, why did I make the deal? Bro, I mean, come on. Jesus Christ. Bro immediately bitched out.
But what about the character progression? What about the entire canto? We can't just end it in like half a part.
So, Lucifer came in to correct that shit. It's like, so we don't really appreciate that. We don't really do the whole God and heaven thing here. It's not really our shtick. We can show you like the rest of like hell to kind of just cure your worries.
No, I will say the angels kind of faked him out. The angels like, hey, if you pray to God, devils are going to come out. They didn't say it would be the king of hell, the prince of hell, and Mephistophilis. I think that's a little bit of a different scale.
Yeah.
Oh,
I love how Kashi, they also just all enter.
Yeah. You read the next thing, enter Lucifer, Beelzebub, and Mephistophilis. Like, oh, okay.
Like, whoa.
Goddamn. They're rather invested in Faust, huh?
I find it also really interesting that Faust is there to be introduced to the 7 deadly sins. This might harken back to spoilers for those who don't want to know, Leviathan spoilers, but I'm pretty sure wasn't Faust there when like the Backtooms got basically conceived as a concept?
I think so.
Yeah, because I recall something
at the
along
very
the
least, I
lines
remember
of...
she pulls up like near the end, yeah.
Yeah, I recall she appears near the end, and also near the very end, Backtooms also appear. So yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It's interesting that correlation is also kind of for which I feel as though might be a reference to the literary source, if you so will.
Oh yeah, most definitely. I mean, they are very particular with that shit. Like when I in the past read Sinclair's book, but it being called Damien. When I read that, I was like, oh damn, they really stick to the source material with the references and shit.
Yeah, like also little bit of a side tangent about that. The like certain Sinclair thing that might also just be a reference to the book as well, where Sinclair goes off to join World War II. I think it was or something like
Yeah,
that.
yeah, definitely.
So yeah,
Yeah,
that is like unironically Sinclair after the war.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, it's so funny too because it's like he comes in from like the future, right? And it's like, oh yeah, just had to come join y'all from the Third Smoke War, and everybody's just like, the fucking what?
But yeah, really
Uh,
interesting stuff, honestly, so far.
Yeah.
yeah. I'm curious because, like, we all know it, since it's a Faustine bargain, it's not going to end well. I was thinking at first we were going to have a chapter where he's like, I got money, I got power, I got motion, but we don't even have that, and he's already, like, deeply regretting this. So, like, I don't know if the rest of us going to be all that happy. We're like, not, we're like 38 pages in, and he's like, man.
Yeah, I know that you're supposed to like imagine this as like a big play and have like a lot of mental imagination, but I would like to personally imagine it's like not even been an hour and he's already regretting it.
Yeah, like, honestly.
So yeah.
All right. Sunil, you
All
want
right.
to pick it up here?
Yeah. Enter the seven deadly sins. Now, Faustus, examine them of their several names and disposition. Faust, what art thou? The first. Pride. I am pride. I disdain to have any parents. Sometimes, like a periwig, I sit upon a wench's brow, or, like a fan of feathers, I kiss her lips. Indeed, I do. What do I not? But, fie, what a scent is here! I'll not speak another word except the ground were perfumed and covered with cloth of arras, or arras. What art thou? The second. I am covetousness, begotten of an old churl and an old leathern bag, and, might I have my wish, I would desire that this house and all the people in it were turned to gold, that I might lock you up in my good chest. Oh, my sweet gold! What art thou? The third. I am wrath. I had neither father nor mother. I leapt out of a lion's mouth when I was scarce half an hour old, and never since I have run up and down the world with this case of rapiers, wounding myself when I had nobody to fight withal. I was born in hell, and look to it, for some of you shall be my father. What art thou? The fourth. I am envy, begotten of a chimney sweeper and an oyster wife. I cannot read, and therefore wish all books were burnt. I am lean with seeing others eat. Oh, that there would come a famine through all the world, that all might die, and I live alone. Then thou shouldst see how fat I would be. But must thou sit and I stand? Come down with a vengeance. Away, envious rascal. What art thou? The fifth. Who? I, sir? I am gluttony. My parents are all dead, and the devil a penny they have left me. But a bare pension, and that is 30 meals a day and 10 beavers. A small trifle to suffice nature. Oh, I come of a royal parentage. My grandfather was a gammon of bacon, my grandmother a hogshead of claret wine. My godfathers were these: Peter Pickle Herring and Martin Martellus Beef. Oh, but my godmother, she was a jolly gentlewoman, and well beloved in every good town and city. Her name was Mistress Marjorie Marchbeer. Now, Faustus, thou hast heard all my progeny. Wilt thou bid me to supper? No, I'll see thee hanged. Thou wilt eat up all my victuals. Then the devil choke thee. Choke thyself, glutton. What art thou? The sixth. I am sloth. I was begotten on a sunny bank, where I have lain ever since. And you have done me great injury to bring me from thence. Let me be carried thither again by gluttony and lechery. I'll not speak another word for a kingdom's ransom. What do you, Mistress Minx, the seventh and last? Oh, I, sir. The first letter of my name begins with L. Away, to hell, to hell. Jesus, okay. Now, Faustus, dost thou like this? Oh, this feeds my soul. Tut, Faustus, and hell is all manner of delight. Oh, might I see hell and return again? How happy were I then! Thou shalt. I will send for thee at midnight. In meantime, take this book, peruse it thoroughly, and thou shalt turn thyself into what shape thou wilt. Great, thanks, mighty Lucifer. This will I keep as cherry in my life. Farewell, Faustus, and think on the devil. Farewell, great Lucifer. Exeunt, Lucifer, and Beelzebub. Come, Mephistophilis, exeunt. I think I could probably read a bit more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Act 3, enter chorus. Learned Faustus to know the secrets of astronomy, graven in the book of Jove's high firmament, did mount himself to scale Olympus' top, being seated in a chariot burning bright, drawn by the strength of yoked dragons' necks. He now is gone to prove cosmography, and, as I guess, will first arrive at Rome to see the Pope and manner of his court, and take some part in Holy Peter's feast, that to this day is likely solemnest. Scene 1. Enter Faustus and Mephistophilis. Having now, my good Mephistophilis, passed with delight this stately town of Trier, environed round with airy mountain tops, with walls of flint and deep entrenched lakes, not to be won by any conquering prince, from Paris next, coasting the realm of France, we saw the river Main fall into Rhine, whose banks are set with groves of fruitful vines, then up to Naples' rich Campania, whose buildings, fair and gorgeous to the eye, the streets straight forth and paved with finest brick, quarter the town in 4 equivalents. There saw we learned Maro's golden tomb, the way he cut an English mile in length, though a rock of stone in one's night's space. From thence to Venus, Padua, and the rest, in one of which a sumptuous temple stands, that threats the stars with her aspiring top. Thus hitherto hath Faustus spent his time, but tell me now, what resting place is this? Hast thou, as erst I did command, conducted me within the walls of Rome? Faustus, I have, and because we will not be unprovided, I have taken up his holiness's privy chamber for our use. I hope his holiness will bid us welcome. Tut, 'tis no matter, man. We'll be bold with his good cheer. And now, my Faustus, that thou mayst perceive what Rome containeth to delight thee with, know that this city stands upon 7 hills that underprop the groundwork of the same, just through the midst running flowing timber streams. When can I... Okay, I'll probably read this page, and then after Mephistophilis' charms, I'll pull up.
Yeah, that makes sense.
With winding banks that cut it into 2 parts, over the which 4 stately bridges lean, that make safe passage to each part of Rome. Upon the bridge, called Ponte Angelo, erected is a castle passing strong, within whose walls such store of ordnance are, and double cannons framed of carved brass, as match the days within 1 complete year, besides the gates and high pyramids, which Julius Caesar brought from Africa. Faust. Now, by the kingdoms of infernal rule, of Styx, of Acheron, and the fiery lake, of ever-burning Phlegethon, I swear that I do long to see the monuments and situation of bright, splendid Rome. Come, therefore, let's away. Mephistophilis replies, Nay, Faust, stay. I know you'd fain to see the Pope, and take some part of Holy Peter's feast, where thou shalt see a troop of bald-pate friars, whose summum bonum is in belly cheer. Faust replies, Well, I'm content to compass them some sport, and by their folly make us merriment. Then charm me, that I may be invisible, to do what I please, unseen of any whilst I stay in Rome. Mephistophilis charms him. Alright. So they're just kind of walking around just doing some shit at this point. I will say I'm genuinely surprised seeing the 7 deadly sins actually just make Faust go like, maybe hell isn't so bad. Wait, hold up. Like, maybe. I didn't know they had riz like that. I
like how they go to lechery and they're just, and Lucifer's like, alright, get your bitch ass out of here.
Yeah. No, Gluttony was hilarious. Gluttony was like, can I die? No, you can die.
Dude, I love how Faust literally does the KYS now bit on the sleeve.
Yeah.
You should go kill.
Oh my god. Yeah, like, oh my god.
Oh, but yeah, like, I think now he's fully won over to, like, the whole hell bit, and now he's actually doing shit with his, summoned demonic power.
Yeah, I mean, shit, if you have 24 years, you might as well, like, goddamn.
Yeah.
Because that's probably like what his life expectancy, because like people died like back in like their 50s back then, right? Sometimes earlier.
Yeah, no, I
most
think
definitely.
the average life expectancy back in ye olden days, so was like fucking like late 30 and 40s type shit,
Mhm.
I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, something like that. So, I mean, sometimes people lived longer. Like, there was this one tale about a king that lived for 80 years that I recall from elementary school history classes, but yeah.
Yeah, but that's definitely because they're just they're a king. They can get that good food, that
Yeah, no,
I
exactly.
was gonna say healthcare, but I don't really know about that. I mean, that was a plague doctor walked up like, I got some leeches if you want, bro. Honestly, even with being a king, that would just be you have to be lucky to live that long. Like,
So I saw,
Yeah.
I watched a video, a Salmonella video that was talking about like different like kind of the healthcare industry in like ye olden days, and there was like a king
yeah.
that was really fat, right? So he talks
Yeah.
to the court's doctor, and he's like, okay, I need to lose weight. I need to like show an image of power to my kingdom. How do I do that? And the doctor's like, well, we could sew your mouth shut.
Oh, what?
And so they sewed his mouth shut and fed him by tube for like years.
Oh,
Oh, Jesus Christ! What the fuck?
Yeah,
How is that a fucking image of power? You go to see your king, he's fucking mouth sewn up on the throne. I'd be like, oh, Jesus Christ.
Man.
Anyways, back to it. After Mephistophilis had charmed Faustus to where he's now essentially invisible. So Faust, now do what thou wilt. Thou shalt not be discerned. Sound a sonnet, enter the Pope and the Cardinal of Lorraine to the banquet with friars attending. My Lord of Lorraine, wilt please you draw near? Fall to, and the devil choke you, and you spare. How now? Who's that which spake? Friars, look about. Here's nobody, if it like your holiness. My lord, here is a dainty dish was set for meat from the Bishop of Milan. I thank you, sir. How now? Who's that which snatched the meat from me? Will no man look? My lord, this dish was sent me from the Cardinal of Florence. You say true. I'll ha't. What again? My lord, I'll drink to your grace. I'll pledge to your grace. My lord, it may be some ghost, newly crept out of purgatory, come to beg a pardon of your holiness. It may be so. Friars, prepare a dirge to lay the fury of this ghost. Once again, my lord, fall to. What are you crossing of yourself? Well, use that trick no more. I would advise you. The Pope crosses himself again. Well, there's the second time. Where the third, I'll give you fair warning. The Pope crosses himself again, and Faustus hits him a box of the car, and they all run away. Come on, Mephistophilis, what shall we do? Nay, I know not. We shall be cursed with bell, book, and candle. How? Bell, book, and candle. Candle, book, and forward and backward to curse Faustus to hell. Anon you shall hear a hog grunt, a calf bleat, and an ass bray. Because it is St. Peter's holiday. Re-enter all the friars to sing the dirge. Come, brethren, let's about our business with good devotion. They sing, Cursed be he that stole away his holiness's meat from the table. Maledicit Dominus. Cursed be he that struck his holiness a blow on the face. Maledicit Dominus. Cursed be he that took Friar Sandello a blow on the pat. Maledicit Dominus. Dominus. Cursed be he that disturbeth our holy dirge. Maledicit. Cursed be he that took away his holiness's wine. Maledicit Dominus. Et omnes sancti. Amen. Mephistophilis and Faustus beat the friars, fling fireworks at
I love how he does some light teasing. I love how he doesn't like teaching at the beginning, but now he just fucking beats up the entire church.
I'll read more, but I have to take a break to just recap what just happened. So,
if you're going to hell, you might as well just.
Faust walks into the Vatican to prank the Pope, and the Pope's just like, "Oh, we need to say our prayers and all that." And he's like, "Okay, you can stop now. I'd recommend not doing that. Okay, you can stop now." And all of them come and do the whole ceremony. They just fucking start ganging up on him.
And then they launch fireworks on their like beaten up bodies. They like Fortnite emote on them. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, you know, I can already say, like, I'm gonna make a source material video of, like, Faust's book. And I'm so unbelievably tempted to include these moments where something, like, insane happens out of completely fucking nowhere, purely for the comedic effect of it.
Oh, please, by all means, like, if you need the live streams, I will absolutely give them to you.
Yeah, you know what? Honestly, maybe, because, like, this is hilarious as fuck, having multiple people react to just this inane, like, bullshit that's happening. It's unironically true what I said earlier. This feels like fucking medieval Family Guy.
Yeah.
Alright, Act 4, enter the chorus. When Faustus had with pleasure ta'en the view of rarest things and royal courts of kings, he stayed his course and so returned home, where such as bear his absence but with grief, I mean his friends and nearest companions, did gratulate his safety with kind words, and in their conference of what befell, touching his journey through the world and air, they put forth questions of astrology, which Faustus answered with such learned skill, as they admired and wondered at his wit. Now is his fame spread forth in every land. Amongst the rest of the emperors one, Carolus V, at whose palace now Faustus is feasted mongst his noblemen. What there he did in his trial of his art, I leave untold, your eyes shall see't performed. Scene 1. Enter Robin the ostler, with a book in his hand. Oh, this is admirable! Here I has stolen one of Dr. Faust's conjuring books, and I faith, I mean to search some circles for my own use. Enter Ralph, calling Robin. Robin, prithee, come away. There's a gentleman's tarries to have his horse, and he would have his things rubbed and made clean. He keeps such a chafing with my mistress about it, and she has sent me to look thee out. Prithee, come away. Keep out, or else you are blown up. You are dismembered, Ralph. Keep out, for I am about a roaring piece of work. Come, what dost thou with that book? Thou canst not read? Yes, my master and mistress shall find that I can read. Why, Robin, what book is that? What book? Why, the most intolerable book for conjuring that e'er was invented by any brimstone devil. Canst thou conjure with it? I can do all these things easily with it. First, I can make thee drunk with Hippocrates in any tavern in Europe for nothing. That's one of my conjuring works. Our master parson says that's nothing. True, Ralph, and more, Ralph, if thou hast any mind to non-spit our kitchen maid, thou shalt have her. Oh, brave Robin, shall I have non-spit? On that condition, I'll feed thy devil with horse bread as long as he lives, of free cost. No more, sweet Ralph. Let's go and make clean our boots, which lie foul upon our hands, and then do our conjuring in the devil's name. Alright, I don't know how to feel about these Ralph and Robin characters. Are these kind of like... Who are these people?
I kind of have no clue.
Randoms.
It feels like an entirely different, like, side story that I presume Faust will be relevant in at some point.
Yeah.
These just seem like the next victims of Faust's Fortnite trolling,
Family
I guess.
Guy.
Yeah, they let to get their ass
Yeah.
whooped and have fucking fireworks attached to them.
Okay, well, if you want to pick it up here?
Oh yeah, sure. If you don't have anything to say about the previous scene, then yeah.
No, I
Right.
don't really.
Well, I think we've, like, honestly said enough with that, like, fucking beating up the choir people.
Yeah. Yeah.
I gotta say, this stream is far more funnier than I would have ever imagined.
No,
being.
I thought this was gonna be like a lot more philosophical and everything. I was not expecting
Yeah,
kind
no.
of funny guy family moments.
Enter Robin and Ralph with a silver goblet. Come, Ralph, I did not not I tell thee we were forever made by Dr. Faustus' book? Esse signum, here's a simple purchase for horsekeepers. Our horses shall eat no hay as long as this lasts. But Robin, here comes the winter. Hush, I'll go him supernaturally. Enter winter. Dwar, I hope all is paid. God be with you. Come, Ralph. Soft sir, a word with you. I must yet have a goblet paid for you. Here you go. If a goblet, Ralph. Are you a goblet? I scorn you and you are but an... What the? I don't even know what's there.
That has to be like mistyped or something.
That's
like
a typo. Yeah, we're just gonna say
Yeah,
that's a typo.
and C. Yeah, that would make the most sense.
And you are but a and C.
Yeah.
I a goblet. Search me. I mean, so sure, with your favor. Robin searches. How say you now? I must say somewhat to your fellow, you sir. Me, sir. Search your fill. Finter searches him. Now, sir, you may be ashamed to burden honest men with such matter of truth. Well tone of you had this goblet about you. You lied, or disinform me. Aside, Sirrah, you, I'll teach you to impeach honest men. Stand by, I'll scour you for a goblet. Stand aside, you had best. I charge you in the name of Beelzebub. Look to the goblet, Ralph. Aside to Ralph. What do you mean, Sirrah? Tell you what I mean. I don't even know. Sanguivorum verificicum. Nay, I'll tickle you. Winter, look to the goblet. Ralph. Aside from Ralph, reads Polygameros Beelzevorum Framanto Porzivolos Tostu. Mephistophilis and C once again. Enter Mephistophilis, sits quips at their backs, and then exit. They run about. Oh, nor mine, Domini. What means thou, Robin? Thou hast no goblet. Here's thy goblet, good Winter. Gives the goblet to Winter, who exits Robin. Misericordia pro nobis. What shall I do? Good devil, forgive me now, and I'll never rob thy library more. Re-enter Mephistophilis. Monarch of hell, under whose black survey great potentates do I kneel with awful fear, upon whose altars 1,000 souls do lie. How am I vexed with these villains' charms? For Constantinople I hither come, only for pleasure of damned slaves. How from Constantinople? You've had a great journey. Will you take sixpence in your purse to pay for your supper and be gone? Well, villains, for your presumption, I transform thee into an ape, and thee into a dog, and so be gone. He exits. How, into an ape? That's brave. I'll have fine sport with the boys. I'll get nuts and apples now. And I must be a dog. I faith thy head will never be out of the pottage pot. They exit the scene. Scene 3. Enter Emperor Faustus and a knight with attendants. The Emperor speaks up. Master Dr. Faustus, I have heard strange report of thy knowledge in black art. How that none in my empire, nor in the whole world, can compare with thee for a rare effect of magic. They say thou hast a familiar spirit, by whom thou canst accomplish what thou list. This, therefore, is my request, that thou let me see some proof of thy skill, that mine eyes may be witness to confirm what mine ears have heard reported. And here I swear to thee, by the honor of mine imperial crown, that, whatever thou doest, thou shalt be no way prejudiced or damaged. Knight, Lafate, he looks much like a conjurer. Aside. My gracious sovereign, though I must confess myself as far inferior to the report men have published, and nothing answerable to the honor of your imperial majesty, Yet for that love and duty binds me thereunto. I am content to do whatsoever your majesty shall command me. Then, Dr. Faustus, mark what I shall say. As I was sometimes solitary, sit within my closet. Sundry thoughts arose about the honor of mine ancestors, how they had won by prowess with such exploit, got such riches, subdued so many kingdoms, as we that do succeed, or they that shall hereafter possess our throne, shall, fear me, never attain to that degree of high renown and great authority, amongst which kingdoms is Alexander the Great, chief spectacle of the world's reminiscence, the bright shining of whose glorious acts lightens the world with his reflecting beams, as when I hear but motion made of him, it grieves my soul I never saw the man. If therefore thou, by cutting off thine art, canst erase this man from hollow vaults below, where lies entombed this famous conqueror, and bring him with bounteous paramour, both in their right shapes, gestures, and attire, they used to wear during their time of life. Thou shalt both satisfy my just desire, and give me cause to praise thee whilst I live. My gracious lord, I am ready to accomplish your requests. So far forth as by art and power of my spirit I am able to perform. The knight speaks up. Well, fate, that's just nothing at all. But, if you like, your grace, it is not in my ability to present before your eyes the true substantial bodies of those two deceased princes, which long since are consumed to dust. The knight speaks up. Merry master doctor, now there's a sign of grace in you, when you will confess the truth. But such spirits can lively resemble Alexander and his paramour shall appear before you, grace, in that manner that they both lived, in their most flourishing estate, which I doubt shall not sufficiently content your imperial majesty. Go to, master doctor, let me see them presently. Do you hear, master doctor? You bring Alexander and his paramour before the emperor? How then, sir? Ill fate, that is true as Diana turned me to a stag. No, sir, but when Actaeon died, he left the hordes for you. Mephistophilis be gone. Mephistophilis leaves. Nay, and you go to conjuring. Ill be gone. The knight leaves the scene. I'll meet with you anon for interrupting me so. Here they are, my gracious lord. Mephistophilis re-enters the scene with the spirits in the shapes of Alexander and his paramour. Master Doctor, I hear this lady, while she lived, had a wart or mole in her neck. How shall I know whether it be so or no? Your Highness may boldly go and see. Sure, these are no spirits, but the true substantial bodies of those two deceased princes. The spirits leave the scene. With please, your Highness, now to send for the knight that was so pleasant with me here of late. One of you come forth. The attendant exits. The knight enters back with a pair of horns on his head. How now, Sir Knight? Feel on thy head. Thou damned wretched execrable dog, bred in the concave of some monstrous rock. How darest thou abuse a gentleman, bidden I say undo what thou hast done? Oh, not so fast, sir. There's no haste. But good. I remembered how you crossed me in my conference with the Emperor. I think I've met with you for this. Good Mr. Doctor, at my entry, release him. He had done penance sufficient. My gracious lord, not so much for the injury he offered me here in your presence, as to lie to you with some merit, had Faust worthily requited this injurious knight, which, being all I desire, I am content to release him of his horns, and, Sir Knight, hereafter speak well of scholars. Mephistophilis transform it straight. Mephistophilis removes the horns. Now, my good lord, having done my duty, I humbly take my leave. Yet, Master Doctor, farewell, Master Doctor, yet here you go. Expect from me a bounteous reward. The Emperor, Knight, and the attendants leave. Shall I keep going?
I'd say that's a pretty good stopping point.
Yeah.
Alrighty. This is like honestly pretty difficult to read sometimes, man. Holy.
Yeah, honestly,
Like
yeah.
but like it does like it is like a lot easier to kind of like translate than I thought it would be. You know?
Yeah, I thought it'd
Yeah.
be some Shakespeare level bullshit, but now this is pretty. At least it's like pretty straightforward with what it means.
Essentially, like
There's definitely some of the
gathered-
words, and whenever they read Latin, it's like, oh, but yeah, you're saying?
What I gathered with this chapter is like that he's essentially just showing off to the emperor, being like, "Hey, this is what I like. You heard about what I can do. Now show it." You know?
Yeah.
Yeah, basically.
I also had some of like a realization with about the 7 deadly sins, right? I have a theory that all of the Fausts in the Faust chord are just representations of all the different sins. If you can kind of see where I'm coming from with that.
I can see it, yeah.
I see ya.
Because like, what were all the ones that we ended up finding in the canto? I need to remember their names.
Honestly, the one I remember is Joyce or not Gilliful Faust. I think it was or something like that. Something Gilliful Faust.
Guileful, I believe, yeah.
Guileful Faust. But that's just because like she stands out the most to me, or it. Honestly, whatever the fuck Faust is at this point.
Yeah.
I pulled up list. Unbending, proactive, and resourceful Faust. Lovely and guileful Faust. August and dignified Faust. Rational and brilliant Faust. Astute and intelligent Faust.
You know what? You may be onto something there, honestly.
I don't
Well,
know
I think
exactly
about
how
it.
they'd like line up. You know, like some of them are probably a lot more like direct connections. Like obviously, lovely and guileful Faust would probably be like lechery. August and dignified would probably be, you know, pride as well.
Yeah.
And then what else? Unbending, proactive, resourceful. What would that one be?
I mean, for all we know, Portugal could also just very loosely adapt things and not like explicitly go with the one-to-one connections. Because as a person who has read the entirety of the Rebel Red Chambers, I can confirm it is like the source material connections are like barely there. They're like tangentially related. So yeah.
Yeah. I feel as though out of all of them, that's probably the one where they just went most off script because they were like, well, remember that scene in fucking Lobotomy Corporation where we already had been in front of something? Yeah, we gotta tie that in, so.
Yeah.
They
I
only
said
probably
it
went off on
before
that,
as a
I
joke, but I'll say it again here. Canto 8, the source material for that is Water Margin, not fucking the Rebel Red Chamber, because it had a lot more characters from Water Margin in there that were far more relevant than any of the Rebel Red Chamber characters.
Yeah, just sometimes I'll be like, fucking, the Damien we got isn't even necessarily like fully from Damien, it's also from like Little Prince.
Yeah.
So like.
I guess also, just some context for the people who are wondering. Water Margin, once again, old Chinese text, much like the Water Red Chamber. That is where Jiaxi Yu and Lei Heng are from. Just, you know. It also seems to be what inspires the Pinky most of all, but don't know much about the Pinky, honestly. So yeah.
We need more Pinky identities, dude. We know next to nothing about them.
Yeah, we pretty much just know Secret Society, and it's like, oh, I mean, it's interesting, but like, I do want to see more.
Yeah. But, like, side tangent aside, we could probably continue.
Yeah. Alright, scene 4, Faustus and Mephistophilis. Faust says, now, Mephistophilis, the restless course that time doth run with calm and silent foot, shortening my days and thread of vital life, calls for the payment of my latest years. Therefore, sweet Mephistophilis, let us make haste to Wurtemberg. What, will you go on horseback or on foot? Nay, till I'm past this fair and pleasant green, I'll walk on foot. Enter a horse courser. I have been all this way, all this day, seeking one, Master Faustian. Mass, see where he is. God save you, Master Doctor. Faust replies, what, horse courser? You are well met. Do you hear, sir? I have brought you $40 for your horse. I cannot sell him so. If thou likest him for 50, take him. Alas, sir, I have no more. I pray you, speak for me. Mephistophilis, I pray you, let him have him. He is an honest fellow, and he has a great charge, neither wife nor child. Well, come, give me your money. Horse Courier gives Faust the money. My boy will deliver him to you, but I must tell you one thing before you have him. Ride him not into the water at any hand. Why, sir, will he not drink of all the waters? Oh, yes, he will drink of all waters, but ride him not into the water. Ride him over hedge or ditch, or where thou wilt, but not into the water. Here, sir, now I am made man forever. I'll not leave my house for 40. Well, God, boy, yeah,
It's
sure
an
that.
abbreviation of God be with ye.
Ah, that makes sense.
Yeah, I was wondering what that like.
Yeah, it's like the British
word was.
bowl. Yeah.
That's actually, so fun fact for everybody. Goodbye is just an extremely abbreviated version of God be with ye.
That does make sense, yeah.
Wait, really? I didn't
Yeah.
know that.
Yeah, like that's
Huh.
just like, obviously this is like 400 years like past, like the
Yeah.
original like fucking saying, right?
Mm,
But
yeah,
that language just evolves like that.
true.
Oh, I see.
Sir, your boy will deliver him me, but hark you, sir, if my horse be sick or ill at ease, you'll tell me what it is. Faust replies, Away, you villain, what dost thou think I am, horse doctor? Exit the horse courier. What art thou, Faustus, but a man condemned to die? Thy fatal time doth draw to a final end. Despair doth drive distrust into my thoughts. Confound these passions with a quiet sleep. Tush, Christ did call the thief upon the cross. Then Rusty, Faustus, quiet in conceit, sleeps in his chair. Re-enter horse courier, all wet, crying. Alas, alas, Dr. Faustian quotha, Mass Dr. Lopus was never such a doctor, has given me a purgation, has purged me of $40. I shall never see them more, but yet, like an ass as I was, I would not be ruled by him, for he bade me I should ride him into no water. Now, I think in my horse had some rare quality that he would not have had me know of. I, like a venturous youth, rid him into the deep pond at the town's. This book's filled with dumbasses. I was no sooner in the middle of the pond, but my horse vanished away, and I sat upon a bottle of hay, never so near drowning in my life. But I'll seek out my doctor and have my $40 again, or I'll make it the dearest horse. Oh, yonder is his snipper-snapper. Do you hear? You. Hey, pass. Where's your master? Mephistophilis replies, Why, sir, what would you? You cannot speak with him. But I will speak with him. Why? He's fast asleep. Come some other time. I'll speak with him now, or I'll break his glass windows about his ears. I'll tell thee, he has not slept these 8 nights, and he have not slept these 8 weeks. I'll speak with him. See where he is, fast asleep. Aye, this he is. This he is he. God save ye, Master Doctor. Master Doctor Faustian. $40 for a bottle of hair. Hey. Why thou seest he hears thee not. So ho, hollows in his ear. No, will you not wake? I'll make you wake ere I go. Pulls Faustus by the leg and pulls it away. Alas, I'm undone. What shall I do? Faust replies, Oh, my leg, help Mephistophilis, call the officers, my leg. Come, villain, to the constable. Oh, Lord, sir, please, let me go, and I'll give you $40 more. Where be they? I have none about me. Come to my ostry, and I'll give them you. Begone quickly. Horse courier runs away. Faust says, What, is he gone? Farewell, he. Faustus has his leg again, and the horse courser, I take it, a bottle of hay for his labor. Well, this trick shall cost him $40 more. He's just fucking trolling them. Like,
Yeah, wait, yeah, he just fucking pranked
he's
him.
just fucking trolling them.
He
Like,
gave him a fake
Jesus.
horse.
And then I fucking
Like, what
pulled
is
off
even
a fake
happening
leg.
anymore?
Like, bro, what the fuck? Enter Wagner. Now, Wagner, where's the news with thee? Sir, the Duke of Van Holt doth earnestly entreat your company. The Duke of Van Holt, an honorable gentleman to whom I must be no...
Yeah, let's just skip that. Let's just
Of
skip
my
that.
cunning.
Niger.
Come, Mephistopheles. Yeah, let's away to him. all right,
Let's just get that
Faustus.
word off the screen.
Yeah. Scene
Yeah.
5. Enter the Duke of Anhalt, the Duchess, and Faustus. Duke, believe me, Master Doctor, this merriment hath much pleased me. Faustus, my gracious lord, I am glad it contents you so well, but it may be, madam, you take no delight in this. I have heard that at times women do long for some deities or other. What is it, madam? Tell me, and you shall have it. Duchess replies, Thanks, good Master Doctor, and for I see your courteous intent to pleasure me, I will not hide from you the thing my heart desires, and were it now summer, as it is January, and the dead time of the winter, I would desire no better meat than a dish of ripe grapes. Alas, madam, that's nothing. Mephistophilis, begone. Exit Mephistophilis. Were it a greater thing than this, so it would content you, you should have it. Re-enter Mephistophilis with grapes. Here they be, madam. Wilt please you taste on them? Believe me, Master Doctor, this makes me wonder above the rest that, being in the dead time of winter and in the month of January, how you should come by these grapes. If it like your grace, the year is divided into 2 circles over the whole world, that, when it is here winter with us, in the contrary circle it is summer with them, as in India, Saba, and farther countries, in the east, and by means of a swift spirit that I had them brought hither, as you see. How do you like them, madam? Be they good? Believe me, Master Doctor, they be the best grapes that e'er I tasted in my life before. I am glad they content you so, madam. Come, madam, let us in, where you must well reward this learned man for the great kindness he hath showed you. And so I will, my lord, and whilst I live, rest beholdingly for this courtesy. I humbly thank your grace. Come, Master Doctor, follow us and retrieve your reward. Alright, should I keep going, or is that good enough?
That's good.
Yeah, that's good.
Alright.
He's rizzing them up now.
He kinda is, yeah.
Yeah. You know, I do find it funny that, like, Faust literally sacrifices his soul, and the first few acts he does is just prank a lot of people for the fun of it.
Yeah, like, goddamn.
He's a funny guy.
Bro's
it kind of like leads into like how like sometimes funny Faust can be in the story, you know? Like you never really think about it.
Yeah.
Like she's always so serious. Like it always seems like so serious, but then there's like the little moments where like the most serious person on the cast is just like, I think I'll be a little silly now.
Yeah, no, like Faust does troll them like to a bit of a similar extent. Granted, with Faust is more so just like verbally going like, "You're dumb, I'm smart, fucking suck it," you know?
Yeah.
Which honestly you kind of do see here. Like if Faust had the ability to show off and then turn someone into like having deer antlers, she would. Like she 1,000,000% would.
Yeah, like, especially with Heathcliff, Faust likes to, like, tease him a lot every now and then. It is often that he is the victim of a lot of Faust's, like, demeaning comments and whatnot.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Let's see. I'll pick it up from here. I got a cat on my lap now. Let's see. Act 5. Scene 1, enter.
All right, hold up. As you read, I'm gonna go grab some water, but you don't have to wait for me. I'll just read up when I come back.
I kind of need water myself. Finally, just grabbing it real quick.
All right, honestly, water grab break doesn't sound half bad. Yeah. I'll be right back in a bit.
Get something other than lemonade, please.
Okay, fair. I was about to say, like, should I be here entertaining chat or something, or should I?
You could also do that.
No, you
That's
can.
fine, yeah.
Do whatever you want. Do whatever you
Yeah.
want. I'll be back in like just.
Well, I'm kind of good here in terms of water, honestly, but okay. So yeah, chat, how are you doing? We don't really have too much of an active chat here, so I'm kind of like, how would you say it, grasping at straws here. But regardless, maybe conversation can be had here with the 20 or so people we have. The book's been a rather interesting read. In case anyone is curious, I'll just make some, like, casual banter conversation while we wait for these two to come back. I already have something in mind for the Faust source material, because, you know, I am the source material guy. I'm thinking I might include a few clips from the stream in that video every now and then when harkening back to the original source material, if you will.
Now I don't got to take another break.
Ah, welcome back. I just joined from the Limbus. Unfortunately, almost everyone here is on a water break, so yeah. Faust trolled the Pope, basically, yeah.
Essentially,
Cool.
yeah. Oh my god, it's literally just Faust trolling literally everybody under the sun.
Yeah, no, like, I have to imagine if I were to study Faust's psychology right now, because I do want to become a therapist at some point. It, like, I have to imagine you're going to a power trip right now, but, like, honestly, knowing, like, medieval literature, this could literally just be the writer writing whatever the fuck, honestly. Because, how would you say it? Dream of the Red Chamber also had a lot of moments where the book completely sidelines the main characters and focuses on something else. One example I can mention is a part of the book near the latter half of it, where it just suddenly focuses on a bunch of nobility in the house complaining about not having enough eggs in their food. And as a result of not having enough eggs, they decide to raid the entire fucking kitchen and cause a massive scene. And at the end, the chefs, how would you say it, give up and reprimand themselves and eventually, like, make the egg dish that they want. And, you know, the original character that incited all this violence fucking throws the cup to the ground and wastes it completely. And it's like... It's like this completely isolated story in and of itself.
Like, what was the point? Like, what was the point?
I guess the point was to showcase just how the Jia family household wastes its resources in spite of being in financial trouble in the book. Which, yeah, that's sort of how you're supposed to read the book. You're supposed to read it as a macro, like, big story of a general downfall over the course of the book, and each and every story shows that downfall more and more as the monetary issues become problems in sub-stories and whatnot. But yeah, it's just, sometimes there's completely irrelevant stuff in there that is just there because the author decided it should be there.
Somebody's chat said, are we gonna jump the Pope in the canto? It's like, I fucking hope so. That'd be awesome.
That would be hilarious. Oh my god.
We are going to jump the biggest leadership possible in Nago and Hammer for no reason in particular.
Just to
honestly, I suppose that would be the closest they really got to a church, huh? Because I mean, the only religions we've seen are Nago and Hammer, maybe the Church of Gears, but they're kind of gone.
Yeah, we don't really have a lot of religion.
To the certain extent, you could call some of the fingers religions. The Index is definitely a fucking religion.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. They're honestly the closest you could probably have to a big religion in the city that we've seen so far.
Okay, so we are going to jump the message weaver and just prank it. You know, that big fucking pendulum? Yeah, we're gonna prank that.
Yeah, we're gonna take it to the ground. Alright. Act 5, Scene 1, Enter Wagner. I think my master means to die shortly, for he hath given to me all his goods, and yet methinks that if death were near, he would not banquet and carouse and swill amongst his students, as even now he doth, who are at the supper with such belly cheer as Wagner ne'er beheld in all his life. See where they come, belike the feast is ended. Enter Faustus, with 2 or 3 scholars and Mephistophilis. Master Dr. Faustus, since our conference about fair ladies, which was the beautifulest in all the world, we have determined with ourselves that Helen of Greece was the admirablest lady that ever lived. Therefore, Master Doctor, if you will do us that favor, as to let us see that peerless dame of Greece, whom all the world admires for majesty, we should think ourselves much beholding unto you. Gentlemen, for I know your friendship is unfeigned, and Faustus' custom is not to deny the just request of those that wish him well. You shall behold that peerless dame of Greece, No other ways for pomp and majesty than when Sir Paris crossed the seas with her, and brought the spoils to rich Dardania. Be silent then, for danger is in words. Music sounds, and Helen passeth over the stage. Too simple is my wit to tell her praise, whom all the world admires for majesty. No marvel through the angry Greeks pursued with 10 years war of such a queen,
Yeah, just skip
whose
that.
heavenly beauty passeth all compare. Since we have seen the pride of nature's works, and only paragon of excellence, let us depart, and for this glorious deed happy and blessed be Faustus evermore. Gentlemen, farewell! The same I wish to you. Enter an old man. Ah, Dr. Faustus, that I might prevail to guide thy steps unto the way of life, by which sweet path thou mayest attain the goal that shall conduct thee to celestial rest. Break heart, drop blood, and mingle it with tears. Tears falling from the penitent heaviness of a most vile and loathsome filthiness, the stench whereof corrupts the inward soul with such flagitious crimes of heinous sin as no commiseration may expel. But mercy, Faustus, of thy Saviour sweet, whose blood alone must wash away thy guilt. Where art thou, Faustus? Wretch, what hast thou done? Damned art thou, Faustus, damned. Despair and die. Hell calls for right, and with a roaring voice says, Faustus, come. Thine hour is almost come. And Faustus now will come to do thee right. Mephistophilis gives him a dagger. Ah, stay, good Faustus, stay thy desperate stabs. I see an angel hovers o'er thy head, and with a vial full of precious grace, offers to pour the same into thy soul. Then call for mercy and avoid despair. Ah, my sweet friend, I feel thy words to comfort my distressed soul. Leave me a while to ponder on my sins. I go, sweet Faustus, but with heavy cheer, fearing the ruin of thy hapless soul. Accursed Faustus, where is mercy now? I do repent, and yet I do despair. Hell strives with grace for conquest in my breast. What shall I do to shun the snares of death? Thou traitor, Faustus, I arrest thy soul for disobedience to my sovereign lord. Revolt, or I'll in piecemeal tear thy flesh. Sweet Mephistophilis, entreat thy lord to pardon my unjust presumption, and with my blood again I will confirm my former vow I made to Lucifer. Do it, then, quickly, with unfeigned heart, lest greater danger do attend thy drift. Torment, sweet friend, that base and crooked age, that durst dissuade me from thy Lucifer, with greatest torments that our hell affords. His faith is great, I cannot touch his soul, but what I may afflict his body with I will attempt, which is but little worth. One thing, good servant, let me crave of thee, to glut the longing of my heart's desire, that I have unto my paramour that heavenly Helen which I saw of late, whose sweet embracings may extinguish clean those thoughts that do dissuade me from my vow, and keep mine oath I made to Lucifer. Faustus, this or what else thou shalt desire, shall be performed in twinkling of an eye. Re-enter Helen. Was this the face that launched 1,000 ships, and burnt the topless towers of Ilium? Sweet Helen, make me immortal with a kiss. Her lips suck forth my soul. See where it flies. Come, Helen, come give me my soul again. Here will I dwell, for heaven is in these lips, and all is dross that is not Helena. I will be Paris, and for love of thee, instead of Troy shall Württemberg be sacked, and I will combat with meek Menelaus, and wear thy colors on my plumed crest. Yea, I will wound Achilles in the heel, and then return to Helen for a kiss. Oh, thou art fair in the evening, clad in the beauty of 1,000 stars. Brighter art thou in flaming Jupiter, when he appeared to hapless Semele, more lovely than the monarch of the sky in wanton Arthusa's azur'd arms, and none but thou shalt be my paramour. Bro had the soul sucked out of him.
Yeah, like goddamn, bro's mega gooning.
You know, I've said it before and I'll say it again. The modern day English lexicon has completely ruined our mission of this ancient, like, literary work.
Yeah, like this is legit. Like what? This is like what coveting coveting thy wife or whatever it is, whatever the fucking saying is. Man is just a straight up fiend.
What medieval gooning does to an MF?
Let's see. Oh, I'll read scene 2 and then you'll move on to scene 3.
Oh yeah, scene 2 is like barely 2 paragraphs.
Yeah.
Alright. Enter the old man. Accursed Faustus, miserable man, that from thy soul excludest the grace of heaven, and fliest the throne of his tribunal seat. Satan begins to sift me with his pride. As in this furnace God shall try my faith. My faith, vile hell, shall triumph over thee. Ambitious fiend, see how the heavens smile at your repulse and laugh your state to scorn. Hence, hell, for hence I fly unto my God.
Nice. I'll just take it from
Yeah.
there.
Yep.
Ah, gentlemen. First scholar speaks up. What ails Faustus? Ah, my sweet chamber fellow, had I lived with thee, then I had lived still. But now I die eternally. Look, comes he not? Comes he not? What means Faustus? Belike he is grown into some sickness by being over solitary. If it be so, we'll have physicians to cure him. This but is her fate. Never fear, man. Is her fate of deadly sin that had damned both body and soul. Yet Faustus, look up to heaven. Remember God's mercies are infinite. But Faustus' offer can never be pardoned. The serpent that tempted Eve may be saved, but not Faustus. Ah, gentlemen, hear me with patience and tremble not at my speeches, though my heart pants and quivers to remember that I have been a student here these 30 years. Oh, would I have never seen Württemberg, never read books, and what wonders I have done all Germany can witness, yea, all the world, for which Faustus had lost both Germany and the world, yea, heaven itself, heaven, the seat of God, the throne of the blessed, the kingdom of joy, and must remain in hell forever. Hell forever. Sweet friends, what shall become of Faustus being in hell forever? Yet Faustus, call on God whom Faustus had adjourned, on God whom Faustus had blasphemed. Ah, my God, I would weep, but the devil draws in my tears. Gush forth blood instead of tears. Yea, life and soul, oh he stays in my tongue. I would lift up my head, but see they hold them. All, woo, Faustus. Oh, woo, Faustus, says everyone. Lucifer and Mephistophilis. Ah, gentlemen, I gave them my soul for my cunning. God forbid! God forbade it indeed, but Faustus had done it. For vain and pleasure of 24 years had Faustus lost eternal joy and felicity. I writ him a bill with mine own blood. The date is expired, the time will come, and he will fetch me. Why did not Faustus tell us of this before, that the vines might have prayed for thee? Oft have I thought to have done so, but the devil threatened to tear me to pieces if I named God to fetch both body and soul. If I once gave ear to divinity, and now 'tis too late. Gentlemen, away, lest you perish with me. Oh, what shall we do to save Faustus? Talk not to me, but save yourselves, and depart. God will strengthen me. I will stay with Faustus. Tempt not God, sweet friend, but let us into the next room, and there pray for him. Aye, pray for me, and what noise soever ye hear, come not unto me, for nothing can rescue me. Pray thou, and we'll pray that God may have mercy upon thee. Gentlemen, farewell. If I live till morning, I'll visit you. If not, Faustus is gone to hell. Faustus, farewell. The scholars leave and the clock strikes 11. Ah, Faustus, now hast thou but one bare hour to live, and then thou be damned perpetually. Stand still, you ever-moving spheres of heaven, that time may cease and midnight never come. Fair nature, aye, rise again, and make perpetual day, or let this hour be but a year, a month, a week, a natural day. The Faust may repent and save his soul. O lente corrite, noctis sequim. The stars move still, time runs, the clock will strike. The devil will come and Faustus must be damned. Oh, I'll leap up to my God, who pulls me down. See, where Christ's blood streams in firmament. One drop would save my soul, half a drop. Ah, my Christ. Ah, rend not my heart for naming of my Christ, yet will I call on him. Oh, spare me, Lucifer. Where is he now? 'Tis gone, and see, where God stretched out his arm, and bends his ireful brows. Mountain and hills, come and fall on me, and hide me from heavy wrath of God. No, then I'll headlong run into the earth. Earth, gape. Oh no, it will not harbor me. Your stars had rain at my nativity, whose influence had allotted death and hell. Now drop Faustus like a foggy mist into the entrails of yon labouring clouds, that when you vomit forth into the air, my limbs may issue from your smoky mouths, so that my soul may but ascend to heaven. The clock strikes the half hour. Ah, half the hour is past. There will be past anon. Oh God, if thou wilt not have mercy on my soul, yet for Christ's sake, whose blood hath ransomed me, impose some end to my incessant pain. Let Faustus live in hell 1,000 years, 100,000, and at last be saved. Oh no, the end is limited to damned souls. Why wert thou not a creature wanting soul, or why is this immortal that thou hast? Ah, by Pythagoras' Mephistophilis. I mispronounced that so hard. Were that true, this soul should fly from me, and I be changed unto some brutish beast. All beasts are happy for when they die. Their souls are soon dissolved in elements, but mine must live still to be plagued in hell. Cursed be the parents that endangered me. No, Faustus, curse thyself. Curse Lucifer, that had deprived thee of joys of heaven. The clock strikes 12. Oh, it strikes. Now, body, turn to air, or Lucifer will bear thee quick to hell. Thunder and lightning. Oh, soul, be changed into later water drops and fall into the ocean, never be found. The devils enter. My God, look not so fierce on me. Adders and serpents, let me breathe a while. Ugly help, gape not. Come not, Lucifer, I'll burn my books. Ah, Mephistophilis. The devils exit with Faust. Shall I continue from here? Or... Oh, there's a good ending point coming up.
Yeah.
The chorus enters. Cut is the branch that might have fully grown straight, and burn is Apollo's laureled bow, that sometime grew with this lured man. Faustus is gone, regard his hellish fall, whose fiendful fortune make sword to wise, only to wonder at unlawful things, whose deepness doth entice such forward wits to practice more than heavenly powers permit. Exit. Terminat hora diem, terminat actur opus. Damn, those 24 years went by super quickly, huh?
Yeah, what the he just spent that shit trolling people. Like the fuck?
Yeah, I was like, when I was reading it, I was thinking like, wow, this is all you did with those 24 years? You literally had Mephistophilis on your leash. Like, what?
And you just fucking trolled people.
This is literally how when he's like, he gets it, he's like, all right, give me books of everything. Reads that shit, all right, that's nice. Oh, I gotta go to hell? Shit, that's bad. Wait, the 7 deadly sins? Wait, maybe hell isn't that bad. Let me spend the next 24 years of my life trolling people. 24 years past. I don't want to go to hell, guys. Don't bring me there. Like, what do you mean?
It's just funny to imagine that, like, the 4 or so things he does in the moment he signs a deal and up to this moment is, like, the only noteworthy thing in his entire 24 years.
Honestly. So remember what I was saying earlier? Like, this just looks like a student's fucking copy that they're going to be taking notes for their essay.
Yes.
Bro, I see the fucking underlines and shit. I'm like, oh my god, yeah.
Yeah, I saw that and I was like,
God.
oh man, he was right. But he was doing it for the love of the game. No, yeah, exactly. You know, he was trolling for the love of the game, and now regrets
Oh my
it.
god, yeah.
Actually,
But damn, we're still
insane.
like,
Wait, hold on. So I'm wondering, is that like all of like Faust, or is this like what is all of the next stuff? Because like if that's the end of Faust's story,
yeah. I'm like, what the fuck? What do we?
what are we
But I
gonna?
would have to imagine.
Yeah, I'm not so
it
quite
continues
sure
more.
what the next bit is.
Yeah. It literally, I mean, I'm just scrolling right now. It just fucking looks like a long ass monologue. Well, maybe not even really necessarily a monologue, but yeah, it's just like,
Prelude at the
I don't
theater.
know.
Is this like the retelling of Faust's story, and it is like a meta narrative where the story of Faust is in the actual book, or something like that?
We got the director's cut, guys.
Yeah. Hey, wait, does anyone who's read the story of Faust know if that would be the end of it, or that is the dream ending?
Shut up! Shut up! You.
The canto? I mean, I don't know.
And this one person.
Will this be a multi-part stream? Oh, absolutely. Like we're on page 70, I think. Or on page 71 of like 300 plus.
Yeah, like, if we want to finish the book, it is definitely going to be multi-part, but... Yeah.
I think we could.
Yeah, I don't know if
probably-
we plan to finish it. Yeah?
We could probably get to like, I don't know, like at least the halfway point, like 160 or something like that.
Yeah, probably.
Something like that, yeah.
I mean, I suppose. Let's see. Hold on. I'm kind of skimming through it right now.
Fair enough.
No, this. Okay, yeah. This is literally just like the director's kind of like. This is looking like a director's thing.
Oh, is that it?
Well,
Huh.
no, not
Oh,
that.
really?
But like, no, there is a second part. It's just.
Oh, just this is director thing.
It kind of looks like it, but I don't know. I mean, we should. I mean, you know what? Let's just read it. You know, let's just fucking read it. It is a lot. I will
Righty.
say that.
Yeah. I think we probably not be finished this. Like this will probably be where the stream ends, just trying reading this.
You know, we. How about this? How about this? We can pick this up. Would y'all say same time next week? I know it's a little soon.
Sure, I should
Wait,
have time then.
Yeah, so because I'm pretty sure that y'all probably want to do like other shit as well.
Mm.
Yeah. I mean,
Honestly,
personally, I'm fine with continuing with reading, but like, it's up to you.
I'm
two.
also not against continuing with reading
Okay,
for
yeah.
like.
If we're all
longer.
fine with it, like then yeah, if we're all fine with it, then let's just continue
just-
reading here.
I'm just so confused about like what this is, because I'm just like scrolling through like. It really just seems like some big ass talking thing.
Yeah, man, they really gotta add those batches soon, not gonna lie.
They gotta do. And now I'm seeing some actual like characters speaking at like page 130. Like, I don't know. I am
So-
just a bit confused, but
I think I see like there's like a prelude because there is like more to the story on this, so I think this is like actually like good part of the reading.
okay.
I see.
All right. There we go. Yeah, I am down to read this up.
All right, go
Oh,
for
I
it, and then whenever you feel like that, it's just like too much monologuing, then
Yeah,
pass it over.
yeah.
Yeah, because
Yeah,
this is
most
like
definitely.
multiple paragraphs of just the yapping. Me will
Yeah.
like talk, but like this is actual just text blocks. Let's be real.
Yeah. Faust. Prelude at the theater. Manager, dramatic poet, Mr. Merriman. Manager. My two good friends on whom I have depended at all times to assist me and advise, aid your old friend once more. To-night he tries, and greatly fears the fate that may attend it. For German lands a novel enterprise, to please the public I am most desirous. Live and yet live has never been their maxim. Gladly they pay the trifle that we tax 'em, and gratitude should with new zeal inspire us. Our temporary theaters erected, planks laid, posts raised, and something is expected. Already have the audience ta'en their station, with eyebrows lifted up in expectation, thoughtful and tranquil all, with hopes excited, disposed to be amused, amazed, delighted. I know, bro, I just thought about that in the fucking
This is a fucking
octors, mixers, eyes. The snacks are real nice. That's the intonation I'm thinking about this. I know the people's tastes, their whims, caprices, could always get up popular new pieces. But never have I been before so harassed, as now, so thoroughly perplexed, embarrassed. Everyone reads so much of everything, the books they read are not the best, 'tis true. But then they are forever reading, reading. This being so, how can we hope to bring anything out that shall be good and new? What chance of now as formerly succeeding? High delight to see the people striving to force their way into our crowded booth, pouring along and fighting nail and tooth, digging with elbows through the passage driving, as if it were St. Peter's Gate and leading to something more desirable than Eden. Long before 4, while daylight strong as ever, all hurrying to the box of the receiver, breaking their necks for tickets, thrusting, jamming, as at a baker's door in time of famine. This is the shittiest goddamn poem ever made.
Bro, what do you mean? What do you mean? Like Eminem wrote these lyrics, dude?
Oh, yeah.
This would go so hard in the 16th century.
Oh, God. On men so various in their dispositions, so different in manners, rank, condition, how is a miracle like this effected? The poet, he alone is the magician. On thee, my friend, we call from the expected poet. Oh, tell me not the tumultuous crowd, my powers desert me in the noisy throng. Hide, hide from me the multitude whose loud and dizzy whirl would hurry me along, against my will, and lead me to some lone and silent vale, some scene in fairyland. There only will the poet's heart expand, surrendered to the impulses of song, lost in the delicious visions of its own, where love and friendship o'er the heart at rest. Watch through the following hours, and we are blessed. Though by the soul conceived in silent joy, sounds often muttered by the timid voice, tried by the nice ear, delicate of choice, till we at last are pleased, or self-deceived, the whole a rabble's madness may destroy, and this when, after toil of many years, touched and retouched, the perfect peace appears. To challenge praise and win unconscious tears, as the vain heart too easily believed, some sparkling, showy thing got up in haste, brilliant and light will catch the passing taste. The truly great, the genuine, the sublime, wins its slow way in silence, and the bard, unnoticed long, receives from aftertime the imperishable wreath, his best, his sole reward. Mr. Merry, enough of this cold cant of future ages, and men hereafter dotting on your pages. To prattle thus of other times is pleasant, and all the while neglect our own, the present. Why, what if I too, Mr. Merryman, in my vocation acted on your plan? If on the unborn we squander exertion, who will supply the living with diversion? And clamor as you, authors, may about it, they want amusement, will not go without it. Just look at me, a fine young dashing fellow, my very face works wonders, let me tell you. Now my way, for your guidance I may mention, please, but yourself, and feel no apprehension. The crowd will share the fleeings of the poet, the praise he seeks, they liberally bestow it. The more that come, the better for the writer, each flash of wit his father felt seems brighter, and every little point appreciated by someone in the circle overrated. All is above its value estimated. Take courage then, come, now for a chief, French, to make a name, to live and live forever. Call fancy up with her attendant troop, reason and judgment, passion, melancholy, wit, feeling, and among the choral group, do not forget the little darling folly. Manager, but above all, give them enough of action. He who gives most will give most satisfaction. They come to see a show, no work whatever, unless it be a show can win their favor. Then, as they wish it, let them gape and stare. All right, that is enough of the poem for me. This is a long ass poem. Jesus,
that's fine. It's kind of seeming like like all three of them are kind of just like discussing about like what the audience is wanting, or like I guess like the idea of showmanship.
Yeah.
I don't really know how much better to translate this, but it really just seems like the most medieval fucking either diss track or like it's not even a diss track. I don't even know what to say about it.
Yeah.
Woo up listening to Goethe Faust hard bars in the 18th century.
Yeah, I was literally like every time like you wanted to like you were doing a rhyme, I literally just want to say bars.
Yeah, like, but it's so weird because sometimes it'll be rhyming, and then as it's going, just no fucking hint of rhyming. Like, it just dissipates. I'm like, all right, bro.
Listen, even the best of them, like, I'm pretty sure these guys could never rhyme with orange. Alright, anyways, I'll pick it up from here. Crowds seen on scene, enough and still to spare. A show is what they want, they love and pay for it. Spite of its serious parts, sit through a play for it. And he who gives one a certain favorite. Would you please many, you must give good measure, then each find something in to yield him pleasure. The more you give, the greater sure your chance is. To please by varying scenes, such various fancies. The interest of a piece no doubt increases. Divided thus and broken pieces. We want a dish to hit the common taste. Then hash it up and serve it out in haste. And for my part, methinks it little matters. Though you may call your work a finished whole, the public will soon tear this whole to tatters, and but on piecemeal parts their praises dole. You cannot think how very mean a task, how humbling to the genuine artist's mind, to furnish such a drama as you ask. The poor pretenders' bungling tricks, I find, are now established as rules of the trade, receipts by which successful plays are made. Such an objection is of little weight against my reasoning if a person chooses to work effectively, no doubt he uses the instrument that's most appropriate. Your play may, for your audience, be too good. Coarse, lumpish logs are they made of clumsy wood. Blocks, with a hatchet, only to be hewed. One comes to drive away ennui or spleen. Another with overloaded paunch from table. A third than all the less tolerable. From reading a review or magazine, hither all haste anticipate delight. As to a mask desire each face illuming, and each some novel character assuming, place floor while their own half out of sight. The ladies too, tricked out in brilliant gear, themselves ambitious actresses appear, and though unpaid are still performers here. What do you dream in your poetic pride? Think you a full house can be satisfied? And every auditor an ardent cheerer, pray only look at them a little nearer. One half are cold spectators and attentive, the other dead to every fine incentive. One fellow's thinking of a game of cards, one on a wild night of intoxication. Why court for such a set the kind regards? Of the coy muse, her highest fascination. I tell thee only give enough. Still more and more, no matter of what stuff. You cannot go astray, let all your views be only for the moment to amuse. To keep them in amazement or distraction, man is incapable of satisfaction. Why, what affects you thus? Is't inspiration? A reverie? Ah, can it be vexation? Go, and elsewhere some fitter servant find. What shall the poet squander then away? For thy purposes himself, his mind, profane the gift which nature, when she gave, to him entrusted for mankind, their birthright, thy poor bidding to obey, and sink into an humble trading slave? Whence is his power all human hearts to win? And why can nothing his proud march oppose? As through all elements the conqueror goes. Oh, is not the harmony within, the music that hath for its dwelling place? His own rich soul, the heart that can receive, again into itself, again embrace. The world is clothed with beauty and bade live, with unregarding hand when nature throws upon the spindle of dull length of thread, that still on, in weary sameness flows. When all things that in unison agreeing should join to form the happy web of being, are entangled in extricable strife, who can awake the blank monotony to measured order? Who can awake the blank monotony to measured order? Who upon the dead unthinking chaos breathe the charm of life? Restore the distant harmony and bid the jarring individual be a chord that, in the general consecration, bears part with all in musical relation. Who to the tempest's rage can give a voice like human passion? Bid the serious mind glow with the coloring of the sunset hours. Who in the dear path scattering spring's first flowers, when wanders forth the lady of his choice? Who of the valueless green leaves can bind a wreath, the artist's proudest ornament? Or, round the conquering hero's brow entwined, the best reward his country can be present? Whose voice is fame? Who gives us to inherent Olympus, and the loved Elysian field? The soul of man sublime, man's soaring spirit, seen in the poet, gloriously revealed. A poet yet should regulate his fancies that, like that of life, should get up in his romances. First a chance meeting, then the young folk tarry together. Toy and trifle, sigh and merry, are linked forever, scarcely half intending it. Once met, 'tis fixed, no changing it, and no mending it. Thus a romance runs, fortune, then reverses. Rapture, then coldness, bridal dresses, hearses. The lady dying, letters from the lover. And ere you think of it, the thing is over. Shift your scenes rapidly, write fast and gaily. Give in your play the life we witness daily. The life which all men live, yet few men notice. Yet which will please, 'tis very strange, but so 'tis. Will please when forced again on their attention, more than the wonders of remote invention. Glimmerings of truth, calm sentiment, smart strictures. Actors in bustle, clouds of moving pictures. The young will crowd to see a work revealing their own hearts to themselves in solitude. Will feast on the remembered visions, stealing for frenzied passion its voluptuous food. Unbidden smiles and tears unconscious start, for oh, the secrets of the poet's art. What are they but the dreams of the young heart? Oh, 'tis the young enjoy the poet's mood. Float with him on imagination's wing. Think all his thoughts are in his everything. Are while they dream not of it, all they see, youth. Youth is the true time for sympathy. This is the sort of drink to take to town. Flavor it to their taste, they gulp it down. Your true admirer is the generous spirit, unformed, unspoiled. He feels all kindred merit, as if his own being were part and growing with the growth of his own heart. Jesus Christ.
Should I take it from here? Because that was a long few
Alright,
pages
I'm gonna be honest. None of this fucking matters.
That's what, yeah.
None of this matters.
It really is just some bullshit.
They're just fucking yapping.
Like, I feel as though this is a meta-narrative of the story and how realistically people just want to be entertained and don't care for whatever's going on in the world, but what the fuck is this?
Just skip all the way to page fucking 83, alright? We're going to Prologue in Heaven.
Prologue in Heaven, yeah, alright, that sounds
In
good.
heaven? Oh, is that where the...
Yeah.
Oh, I hope the story actually gets good here.
I hope it gets to be the story.
Should I take it from the Prologue in Heaven?
Yeah.
Okay. Let me actually sprint up. Prologue in Heaven. Their hair, the heavenly host, afterwards Mephistophilis. The three archangels come forward. Raphael. The sun has in the ancient days among sister stars in rival song. His destined path observes, obeys, and steel and thunder rolls along. New strength reveal beatitude. The angels gather from his side. Mysterious, all's good. All fair as the bird of light. Gabriel. Swift, unimagining swift. Soft spins the earth and glorious bright. Of midday Eden change the shift. To shades and deep and spectral night, the vexed sea foams, waves leap and moan, and shine the rocks with insult hoarse. And wave and rock are hurried on, and suns and stars in endless course. And then Michael speaks up. And winds with winds mad war maintain, from sea to land, from land to sea, and heave round earth a living chain of interwoven agency. guides of the bursting thunder peal, fast lightning flash with deadly ray. While Lord, with thee thy servants feel, calm affluence of abiding day. New strength and full beatitude the angels gather from thy sight, mysterious all yet all is good, all fair as the bird of light. Mephistophilis speaks up. Since thou, O Lord, dost visit us once more, to ask how things are going on, and since you've decided to be kindly heretofore, I venture to the levee of my prince. Pardon me if I fail after the sort of bending courtiers here, to pay my court. The company is far too fine for me, they smile with scorn such folk in heaven to see. High hymns and solemn words are not my forte. Pathos from me would look like a joke. Words that from others had set the angel weeping, to laughter would your very self provoke, if laughter were not wholly out of keeping. Nothing of suns or worlds have I to say. I only see how men fret on their day. The little god of earth is still the same. Strange thing he was, when first to life he came. The life were somewhat better, if the light of heaven had not been given to spoil him quite. Reason he calls it, see its blessed fruit. That brute beast man is a beastier fruit. Beastier brute. I'm sorry, I'm losing it right now. He seems to me, if I may venture on, such comparison to be like one of those lang-legged grasshoppers who song the self-same creak chirps as they bound along. Monotonous and restless in the grass, the word well was in grass always, but alas, they thrust their snouts in every field they pass. Hast thou no more than this to say, thou who companiest every day? Are all things evil in thy sight? Does nothing on earth move right? Not anything, my lord. Poor men so fervent and foolish are, I almost feel compassion. Dost thou know Faust, the doctor? Yes, my servant. Truly, he serves in a peculiar fashion. Child though he be of human birth, his food and drink are not of earth. Foolish, even at times will feel, the folly in such hopes to deal. His fancies hurry him afar, of heaven he asks his highest star. Self-willed is spoiled in mad pursuit, of earth demands its fairest fruit, and all both can give supplied, behold him still unsatisfied. Yes, for he serves in a perplexing scene that often misleads him, still his will is right, soon comes the time to lead him into light. Now is the first prophetic green, the hope of promises of spring, the unformed bud and blossoming, and he who wears the tree and knows the climb will seek and find fair fruit in fitting time. What will you wager you don't lose him yet? With all his promise, had I only freedom, on my own path would easy lure to lead him. I've not a doubt of it, I win the bet. As long as the earth endures his life to deal with him, have full and free permission. Man's hour on earth is weak, error, strive. Cheerfully I agree to your condition, I have no fancy for death, your youth. With full fresh cheeks, they stand here to my tooth. Should a corpse call, the answer in my house is not at home. My play is cat and mouse. Be permitted from the source divert and draw the spirit captive down with thee, till baffled and in shame thou dost submit. A good man, clouded though his scenes be by error, is no willing slave to it. His consciousness of good will it desert a good man. Yea, even in his darkest hour, still doth he war with darkness and the powers of darkness, for the light he cannot see still round him feels, and if he be not free, struggles against his strange captivity. I, feelings that have no abiding, short struggles, give him to my guiding. I cannot have a doubt about the bet. Oh, and what triumph shall crown at the winning? Dust he shall eat, and eat with pleasure yet, like that first snake in my poor heraldry, who has been eating it from the beginning. Here to take your own course, you are quite free. In a concern with anything but loading, I look on folk like you. My work demands such servants, of the spirit of denial, the pleasantest, that figures in man's trial, is old iniquity in his false clothing. Device is never heavy upon hand. Without the knave, the mystery were nothing, for man's activity soon tires, a lazy being at his best. And sting and spur requires an indolent enjoyment man would live, and his companion whom I therefore give. Goats urges devices devil and cannot rest, but ye, poor sons of God, be yours the sight. Of beauty each hour brighter more bright. The life in all round, below, above, that ever lives and works, the infinite, and fall to you in the happy bonds of love, and all that flows are fixed and undefined in glimmering fantasy before the mind, bid thought and dirt chained to ever bind. Heaven closes, the archangels disperse. Mephistophilis alone. I'm very glad to have it in my power to see him now and then. He is so civil. I rather like our good old governor. I think only of his speaking to the devil. Time, night. Scene, a high-arched, narrow Gothic chamber. Faust at his desk fretless. Alas, I have explored philosophy and law and medicine, and over deep divinity I've poured studying with ardent labor I seal. And here I am last, a very fool, which uses learning crust, no wiser than at first. Here am I, boast and wonder of the school, magister doctor, and I lead. These 10 years past my pupils screed, winding by dexterous words with ease, your opinions as I please, and now to feel that nothing can be known. This is a thought that burns into my heart. I have been more acute than all these strivers. Doctors and others, priest philosophers, have sound all the depths of every science. Scruples of the perplexity of doubt torment me not, nor fears of hell, devil. But I have lost all peace of mind. Whatever I knew, or thought I knew, seems now unmeaning or untrue. The fancy too has died away. The hope that I might in my day is struck to elevate mankind, thus robbed of learning's only pleasure, without dominion, rank, or treasure. Without one joy that earth can give, good talk where I talk, so live. I think I'll stop it at here, because I read a good few pages.
Yeah, you got a good chunk, but I think I kind of get, like, okay, so this is like the prelude before Faust made the bard, like, before Faust, like, wanted to dabble in the dark arts.
I think.
Like, Der Herr seems like Faust's old, like, his old teacher, right? Who's, like, died and gone to heaven.
Yeah.
And Mephistophilis is up there and it's like, hey, is that your boy down there? He's like, yeah. He's like, he's probably gonna fuck up sometime soon. And Der Herr is like, you wanna bet? You know? That's what I'm kind of seeing.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know. What are y'all seeing? What are y'all seeing right now?
Yeah, I don't particularly know what to think. Like, it did say that it was a prelude, so I guess, yeah, it makes sense to be before the actual story of the Faustian bargain. But, yeah, I don't know. I'll need to read more to make up my mind.
Yeah.
I gotcha.
Hey, I'm thinking of reading up some stuff, and after that, I might have to bounce out because I am tired as hell.
You know what? How about this? This is fine. This is, like, let's see. Where's the next act? Christ above. I think honestly. Hold on, I'm trying to think.
Well, we're page 90 right now, and I don't see the next act for the good next 10 or so pages. I'm even scrolling further.
Yeah, Jesus.
Okay. Yeah, this is gonna take some long.
I think at this point, just fucking. What would that be? Like Act 2 or 3?
This is like an entirely new part of the play. I don't even know.
Oh yeah.
I mean, I can check like later to see if like, hey, if we wanted to read like the story of Faust, is this all necessary or you know?
Yeah. I see what you're saying.
So I'll get back to y'all and we can call it here.
Yeah.
Right, yeah,
I mean, it was a good read for the part of the story where it made sense.
Yeah.
Lots of funny moments we had.
Now it's just some generational side quests, like.
Yeah, like if I have to imagine what this is supposed to be like a meta narrative type deal on like a self-critique of the piece and critique on humanity's greed as a whole, I take it, but also a prelude to the whole story. But I have no clue what the plot is anymore. It seems to be lost a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, we read the whole Faust part, you know?
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
I got that shit done. And that was pretty good, actually.
Yeah, as far as just like the contained story it was, yeah, I really liked it.
Yeah, it's neat. But yeah, I think we could leave it all for here until we figure out where to go from here.
Alright, until then, everybody, thank you for watching, or listening, most likely, because this was essentially just like the audiobook. I'd like to thank Welv and Sunil for coming on and making this whole experience a lot more enjoyable.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, it was fun. I like the small bits where we just jest around about how this book doesn't make sense in modern times.
I will say that I've added a new fucking, insult to my, repertoire of calling somebody a Mephistophilis.
And then I was like, we gotta change that one.
Alright. I'll get back with y'all and chat. We will get back to you some other time as well. See ya.
Alright, hell yeah.
See you, chat.
Bye everyone.